I am bestowing onto you, my dearly loved child, a multitude of rich gifts and powerful promises. I am enhancing your financial situation, guaranteeing prosperity that will free you from all of your obligations. I will elevate you to such a high level that even those who envy you will be able to find you. Find you unrecognizable inside my lessons, you will discover priceless counsel to develop your intelligence and broaden your awareness, which will enable you to make decisions that are in your best interest and avoid the traps that your opponents have placed for you. Always remember that I am greater than you. I am your buddy, and my greatest want is for you to put your confidence in me above all others. I will provide you with fearsome power and enhance your awareness so that you can recognize the duplicity of those who plan against you in secret. This will ensure that no evil hand will ever reach you. As long as you are in my care, you are protected from any harm. My angels surround you and protect you from any threat. I thwart the plots of those who are malevolent and those who are focused on bringing you down. This is the reason why your adversaries get furious and their methods fail each time they try to attack. Do not be afraid. Them, because I will painstakingly destroy their efforts and continue your trip in peace, assured in my constant presence. You do not need to worry because I am your defender and carer, and your children are safe within my grasp, immune to the dangers that they face. Foes' schemes, which I have already foiled, I watch over every step that your children take, making sure that they never falter and that they are always secure in my embrace. Continue to pray and kneel every day in order to strengthen your faith. Seeing my powerful hand provide solutions and revolutionary adjustments to your issues in real time, knowing that everything will be okay, and striding boldly towards the wonderful future you foresee, advance with joy and a grin on your face. Through the dissemination of my lessons, my enlightenment, and my love, your foes will be confused, and those who want you harm will be driven to leave their plots and beg your forgiveness. You are my chosen one, and I refuse to allow you suffer defeat, regardless of how much they may try to do so. Seek to confront you, but you will see them finally face their dishonor. Let go of any negativity and allow your words to be filled with faith and hope. Do not allow yourself to be demoralized by falsehoods, slander, insults, or false claims. Have the capacity to go far beyond your present restrictions and arrive at a location that I have designated for you. Nevertheless, if you give credence to those who seek to lead you into darkness, your development may come to a halt. My objective is for you to be able to, because you are fortunate and because I want my perfect design to be realized in your life, you should take this seriously. The time is here, and by holding my hand, you can accomplish all of your desires. However, if you let go and wander, you risk defeat. Remember that away from me, you can do anything. You will not experience feelings of humiliation or defeat, but you must remain under my shelter and protection. Many others will want to distract your attention, but my spirit will guard your heart from feelings of discouragement, bewilderment, or disappointment. I want you to always be victorious. Depression, if you ever feel disappointed, take a minute to be alone and come chat with me. I am completely aware of your situation, but I want you to express your feelings so that you may unload those weights from your spirit and leave them at my table. Together I will turn your sorrow into joy, your discouragement into pleasure, and I will provide you with strength. I will erase whatever weakness that you may have inside you. Together, we will fight these problems. You are never alone in this. Battle advance boldly, even through dark and frightening pathways. You are courageous and nothing can scare you. I take delight in watching your bravery and victorious spirit. Every victory we experience is not just a tribute to my own bravery, but also a testament to yours. Fidelity and love, but also a sign of your genuine devotion to me. I have many valuable gifts waiting for you, since you have been faithful in tiny issues. A bigger abundance is on the horizon. Give me your worship, and I will be grateful. Praise. I want to be the most important person in your life. I'm prepared to show you wonderful things that are beyond your wildest dreams. I'm ready to disclose to you marvelous things that are beyond your conception. I'm acknowledging the seriousness with which you pursue our connection from this day forward. You are entering a new universe of supernatural abundance, where blessings and possibilities will blossom as they have never been seen before, and where fear will be banished from your heart and mind. I am here to lead you to success, and if you trust in me, you will prevail. I ask you now, do you believe in me? With love, I talk to you, and with an embrace of love, I calm you. It is my wish for you to have a meaningful experience. My promise is when you respond, I believe with all my heart. Listen carefully, because I have something very important to share with you. In my strong name, you will triumph over the affliction that has tormented your life, and healing and bravery are on their way to you. I bring you peace to thoroughly internalize the words that I convey to your spirit. The period of suffering has come to an end. The time of misery and brokenness has passed. Are infusing your being with strength and courage, arriving with each new dawn, filling any emptiness with unlimited joy. I order you now to get used to happiness and to take pleasure in the benefits that I have already showered upon you. Listen carefully to me and do not do anything else. I love you without end, and I am eager to supply you with abundant affection and holy consolation, so that you may feel safe, supported, blessed, and protected among the difficulties that you are going through. Do not turn away from me or stop hearing my voice. Do not discard or overlook my words that are intended for your protection. Passionately loved, but since I hold you dear in my heart, there is something essential that I must share with you for the purpose of facilitating the healing of your inner being. If you want the doors and windows of heaven to open, if you long to cross the bridge to the divine, and if you want to be healed emotionally, accept and cherish these words that I impart. While I delight in your faith, you must purge all of your grievances and bad ideas from your heart. Do not allow the venom of complaint to impair your sincere conviction. Avoid cultivating negative emotions or thoughts of pessimism, since they have the potential to multiply suddenly and endanger the vitality of your treasured faith by removing criticism from your conversation, isolating yourself from people who foster discord, doubt, and anger, and instead seeking the company of companions who are intelligent and helpful, and deciding today whether you will accept the good transformations and benefits that are about to come into existence in your life. If you give up complaining, if you hold to faith, if you embrace hope, and if you reject all negativity, miraculous consequences will follow. Blessings, provision, freedom, and healing are all on the horizon. I'm here to clear the obstacles that block your path, to tear down the walls that obscure your view of the splendid future that is waiting for you. I'm severing the harsh ties that bind your. I'm here to bring you family harmony, joy in your soul, and a heart that is brimming with happiness. All of these gifts flow abundantly to a heart that chooses to believe in me. Hands and lifting the enormous load that threatens to sink your soul for too long. Harsh winds have directed you towards the storm's eye, threatening to drown you in misery and despair. But today I proclaim your liberation. I will breathe my divine breath. I will elevate your spirit. The clouds that are loaded with dread and concern will vanish as you breathe upon this tempest of malice. The words that I say to you have life. They possess the potential to materialize actual miracles, the transformations that you have longed for, and the fresh start that you have hoped for. However, you should pay attention to my warning, because you are no longer in a position where time can be wasted. You cannot afford to rise from this moment and forget what I have spoken. Do not minimize the love and compassion that has been showered upon you. Feed your spirit with the things that feed it. As you rise each morning, I will remind you that you will look at me as you gaze upon me. My word, let it cure you, sweeten your heart with the honey of heaven. Accept the advice you get today this year, and put into practice all the edifying teachings you have learnt. A spiritual ear that is attuned to my voice, and if my presence seems elusive, seek me out. You know where I am as close as your faith. I am within reach of your prayers. I am eager to fulfill the desires that spring from your heart. If you wish to witness supernatural miracles, you should know the steps to take and entrust me with the responsibility. My words, I have foreseen substantial transformations that are going to unfold, and the promises I have made to you will come to fulfillment, and you will be liberated from debt. Your heart set away, uncertainties act justly, hand over the reins of your life, and pay attention to my words. Over the course of this time that you have spent getting to know me, you have gradually begun to recognize, comprehend, and trust that my word is true. It must and will be. I will supply you with labor and strength. There is nothing that I cannot do for you. Since I love you passionately, hold firmly to me, give up your concerns and complaints, stop battling with your own power, and give me the opportunity to bless you and show you the tremendous love I have for you. My presence will be with you forever. Accompany you, my Holy Spirit will fill and lead you. Confess your belief in me. Hand over your sadness, your disappointments, put in my hands the dreams you were driven to renounce, lay down at my feet. Those ideas that undermine your value. I want you to feel real love, a love that is genuine and unlike any other love you have ever felt before. This is the beautiful, sensitive, and powerful love that I provide you, and I want you to continue to experience it. Together, we will navigate this road, and you will witness the fullness of my blessings and love emerge in your life. The discouragement you are experiencing is trying to draw you away, to take you away from my embrace, and to drag you through a dangerous desert. But this is not the fate I have prepared for you today. I want you to be near, protected and secure under my sacred protection. I am reaching out to you in order to elevate your spirits, provide you calm, alleviate your worries, and endow you with the strength you need. Do you accept my love? Will you embrace the strength I provide? Will you reply with the complete honesty of your heart? I guarantee that you won't let me down. Go, my presence. But know that even if you try to go, even if your enemies try to take you away, I will never let you wander off. No matter where you go, I will be there, ready to bring you back to me. Your enemy may murmur that you have left me. I will never leave you or abandon you. Nothing can separate you from my love, not humiliation, rejection, failure, or condemnation. I love you with an unconditional love. You may believe that I have abandoned you because you are flawed, but that is not the case. I will never leave you or abandon you. Everlasting love that cannot be broken, you are aware of this, but I reaffirm it today, proclaiming it anew. I am lighting the flame of my eternal love inside your heart. You can feel it stirring in your spirit. I am motivating you to live your life with passion, regardless of what may be happening in your life. The apparently insurmountable hurdles, the tremendous obstacles, and the assaults that you are now experiencing. From this day forward, everything will change. You will not be the same. Today marks your rebirth today. You begin to inherit what I have promised you. Everlasting life awaits in my presence, but you will not be the same. My Holy Spirit is also with you at this moment, providing you with the strength that is required in this world. When you feel this fire touching your soul, your lips will open in praise, and you will finally comprehend the magnitude of my power. I will lift you to great heights, and you will feel as if you are dreaming. Your lips will overflow with joyful expressions. Song, the weights that have been weighing you down will disappear. You will see yourself, as I see you, exceptional and destined to rise above your obstacles and embrace new blessings. You are not a member of the group that shies away from my word, the ones who are destined to rise above your struggles and embrace new privileges, who wake up only to see darkness and falsehoods, preferring to feel abandoned, who reject my love and devotion, who strive for perfection in the misguided assumption that it is the only way to my grace. My only request is for a simple and true faith if you are willing to accept my grace. Individuals who make an effort to lessen your pleasure should not be welcomed. Their offers should be rejected, and you should not beg for their friendship. Instead, you should surround yourself with people who are positive and appreciate you, who do not strive to rule your life or interfere in the decisions that your family makes, and who do not allow any adversary to bring you down. Back under the yoke of failure and disparagement, select the company of those who respect you, who abstain from interfering and spreading rumors. Bless those who sincerely encourage you without expecting anything in return. And remember that your journey of faith is a personal one between you and me. I am here to help you. I am happy to meet with you in order to unveil and share my intentions. If you are looking for a deeper connection, come to me in the stillness of the morning. Devote some time to me while others are sleeping. Bring your pleas and listen intently to the direction that I offer. Every day, have faith, and I will reply in a variety of ways, showing myself to you and your family. Call on me, and I will show you wonderful and secret things in your dreams and visions. I will make my plans known, and I will elevate you to observe them. Supernatural miracles. Embrace and spread these words with confidence, and many blessings will engulf you no matter how difficult your circumstance may be. Never lose sight of my magnificence and strength, and take refuge beneath my protection. If you are in a state of distress, lean on Jesus Christ, my shoulder, and pour out your problems. If you are nervous, entrust me with your fears and anxieties. My kindness and compassion are limitless, and my love for you is profound. I will help you. You are my child. Without any question, you have given your heart to me. You love me fiercely. You have a deep love for me. I have placed you in this world and chose you before you were born. I'm aware of your challenges and your strengths. I'm aware of your dreams and your aspirations. And because of this, you have every right to approach me with confidence and speak openly. Communicate with me without fear. Do not believe that I am monitoring your actions in order to punish you. Flaws. I do not have resentment against you when you fail, nor should you hide from me out of guilt. Who else would you turn to with someone who professes to care and love you but eventually betrays you? Trust in me, because I am always loyal and loving, and I will never betray you here in my presence. I am not seeking for someone to betray you. I am not waiting for you to fail so that I may turn away from you. Rather, when you attempt to remove yourself from me, my spirit actively seeks you out. When you turn away from my love, I come back to you. I am not responsible for your shortcomings, since I am already aware of them. To you, and lead you back to the river of tranquility, where you can drink from the living waters that strengthen you. This is the reason why I urge you to never forget that I love you deeply, even in the most difficult times of your life, and that my love and power are always there, ready to rescue you from the depths of despair. I want you to sincerely believe and feel profoundly loved and protected, because this has always been true. It is true now, and it will be true for all eternity. I want you to lift your arms in victory, even though you may have lost hope and encouragement. I want to instill your soul with purpose and fulfillment. I want you to remember that you are a child of the Lord, and that you are triumphant through faith. If you are feeling disheartened, even if you don't feel like fighting, or if you believe that your foes have succeeded regardless of how you feel, then obey my order and raise your arms. I want you to remember the wins you have achieved in the past. You have confronted and triumphed over adversaries who seem to be invincible. You have battled against them. Most High God, who loves you tremendously, who wraps you in grace, and who surrounds you with favor. With all your might, and one you know what it is to fight, to become tired, to fall, to come into my presence, to acquire fresh strength, and to rise and triumph once more. You have enjoyed victory, and now more than ever you are prepared to confront all your. In the midst of the difficulties that you face today, you wield the sword of my Holy Spirit and carry within you the holy word that I have planted in your heart. You have never been a coward, so allow me to touch your heart and remove the discouragement that is clouding your vision. A flame is igniting inside your heart. You are not alone, you are treasured and precious. Lean on my shoulder and cast away those terrible thoughts. I am telling you to keep fighting for your aspirations and for the people who are by your side. Know that you are not alone. When you accept my words and experience my warm, soothing embrace at this time, you will not falter or be overwhelmed by conflicts or suffering, no matter what comes your way. Believe in me and have faith. Thoughts that indicate you are unwanted or that I have abandoned you are not true, and you are aware of this fact. Hand over your suffering and allow me to provide you comfort. If you feel the need to weep, I am here to listen. Open your heart right now and express what you are experiencing. Let go of those lingering sentiments of failure and defeat. I will be at your side every morning. Every day and every night, I bring you comfort and support, and I reinforce how much I cherish you. My love surrounds you, and my strong hand will always defend you. Today you are rising from victory to victory, and you are facing tremendous adversaries. Over barriers of battle and fight the powers of evil by believing in my word, which fortifies you with enormous strength. At the conclusion of your trip come, and on your knees commit your worries and weaknesses to me once more. I will not let you down. I am prepared to heal you with my holy love, to cure whatever wounds that have been inflicted upon you by the world, and to assist you in raising your arms in victory. Together, we will celebrate your victories. I will crown you with a crown of life and strength, and I will prepare you to resume your walk the following day, when you are ready. Feel as if you have arrived at the peak of the mountain. I will be there to rejoice with you and join in your delight, no matter where you are in life. My love for you is unending, and I will always be there to assist you in everything you require. I have an abundance of blessings for you, and I will continue to discover new methods to inspire you to keep fighting. Do not pay attention to the concerns of those who are pessimistic. They have lost hope as they see the world deteriorate as crowds flee in terror. I will keep you and your family protected beneath my cloak of love. I will continue to battle for you. I will surround you with wealth, provision, health, and safety. You need not be afraid of monetary losses. The difficulties that stand in the way of your pleasure are only temporary. Everything happens for a purpose. I will tenderly care for people that I love, and every difficulty that you face will soon be overcome. I will eliminate those who are associated with evil and who want to destroy your destiny and disturb my plans. They are deluded into thinking that they have more power than your heavenly Father, who cherishes you. I will change you into a blessing. Maintain a strong and unshakable commitment to your faith. Disregard their critiques and assaults, and prepare yourself to handle all the benefits that I have in store for you. I am your real Father. I love you, and I am here to meet you each day as the sun rises. I am your all-powerful God. Your heart will feel the resonance of my words today. Bend your head in respect. Be quiet and wait. Shut your eyes. Feel my adoration reaching your spirit. Feel your heart move. Do not hold back your tears. Allow them to flow freely so that they may be washed away. I want you to rise above discouragement and despair. Dust yourself off, raise your hands to the skies, and proclaim with delight that triumph is mine. Remember the wins you have achieved in the past, but from this day on, you will achieve even greater things because you have given your life to me. Embraced my will, I love you and engulf you with deep affection. You will never be defeated or overpowered. You will be filled with bravery and reinforce your belief in me. Do not linger in anxiety. Do not be bothered or worried about anything. I am building routes in the wilderness, and from my throne runs a tremendous river that washes away all of your difficulties, leaving your spirit cleaned, calm, and at peace, ready to be filled with trust, hope, and love. I hear all of your prayers. I am making paths in the desert. I am your King and your Savior. I have forgiven your mistakes. There is no longer any cause for you to be frustrated. Tranquilly disregard the ideas that are pounding at your head and let me into those secret corners where painful memories are hiding. If you genuinely love and trust in me, you should quit thinking that there is no solution to your position. It is not my wish for you to spend your days feeling downcast and without the faith to gaze up to the sky. I want you to torture yourself with doubts and self-approach. You are undoubtedly living in a world that is full with sorrow, but keep in mind that you were expressly selected for such a time as this. Born into the appropriate period, every difficulty you encountered has been a part of my life. I want you to be free from all anxieties beginning now. I have a divine plan to spark your faith and humble you, preparing you to accept the knowledge and abundant blessings that I am ready to bestow upon you. Once you let go of your hold on worldly possessions, your financial troubles will begin to decrease. Remember that your family and your health are much more significant than your belongings. And if you accept my love for you, you will also learn to love yourself with patience and compassion. You should not strive for perfection, since doing so will just cause you to encounter hurdles along the way. I am with you, and I see the anguish you feel when you stray from my teachings and succumb to impetuous behaviors that lead to regret. But there is forgiveness and grace waiting for you on the other side of your repentance, leads you to confusion. High school students, everyone sins. I will come to you and knock on your window to wake you up with a beam of holy pure light that will brighten your face and expose the depth of my love for you. It is time for you to trust me. Each dawn brings a new opportunity, and I am always here to extend my mercies straight to you. I will come to you. In me, and cling to my presence, you have a destiny to fulfill, a goal to attain, aspirations to seek, and a family to nurture. I want only for your respect and devotion. Your heart is already mine, but you must take your path towards freedom because you belong to me. In all seriousness, I did not give you life to see you being tossed by every wind that smashes you into the hard waters. You should no longer put your reliance in people who are fair weather and who elevate you just to let you collapse at vital times rather than mock your situation. Calamities, they blame you for everything, and you run the danger of believing their falsehoods. Do not be afraid of solitude. Accept my love and devotion, give me the innocent faith of a child, and trust in my deep love for you, my vigilant care, and the fact that I will provide you with the best possible care. Assurance that you will never be alone, that you will triumph over your challenges, that I will supply all you need, that I will restore your health when you are feeling discouraged, and that I will provide you the power and tenacity to go ahead without failing, that you will be loved, and that you will not be afraid. I will be your company on those cold days when you desire simply a word of encouragement, a kind hand, an understanding ear, someone who listens without judgment, and I will satisfy your needs when you are in need of it. I will let go of those who leave you, and I will never beg for anyone's presence. I do not decide your value based on your external piety or the perfection of your acts. I am the one who determines your worth. Kneel before me with all your heart, and do this not only because I ask it of you, but because you love me. Show me your commitment and faithfulness. I will honor your loyalty, faith, and commitment, and I will answer your prayers when you come before me with a heart full of honesty. I am unimpressed by people who boast about their devotion while covertly conspiring and slandering my chosen and my righteous. I will do this for you. You already know this for yourself. Having experienced my deep love, You do not need any more reassurances from now onwards. Your concerns will go. I will strengthen your beliefs, and your worries will no longer be a source of anxiety. You will walk with me towards victory with a heart that is at rest, surrounded by my love, and immersed in my love. I instill you with bravery, alleviate your anxieties, and strengthen your heart. I do not take you through hardships without a reason, and there is a prize waiting for you at the end of the road. Tranquility is how it has always been, how it is now, and how it will always be today. Beyond the challenges you face, I am here to change the way you see yourself. You are priceless to me, and regardless of whether your history is filled with triumphs or failures, my love for you grows stronger with each passing day. All of your experiences have been molding you for the purpose that I have planned for you, and I'm here to help you change how you view yourself. In the next months, the individuals you know today will undergo a transformation, and you should stay steady in prayer. Your family should not linger on the defects of those you love now, since it is a sign of change. They will develop in stature, wisdom, and spiritual maturity. A period will pass, your family will rediscover joy and harmony, and serenity will return to your house. But today, I urge you to bring me all of your worries, petitions, and restless thoughts. Do not allow yourself be disturbed by little problems. If you want to find the pleasure you are looking for, you should stop from saying harmful things, avoid drawing harsh comparisons, and avoid inflicting wounds on their spirits. While there are laws and commandments to follow in your house, you should raise your voice, but never in anger. Before you turn to insults, take a minute to calm yourself down and ask me to guide your actions and breathe divine knowledge into your soul. I will assist you in providing loving direction to those whom you hold dear. I will be with you from dawn till the end of the day. I will watch over you until the sun goes down, and even while you are sleeping, I will talk to you via my words, motivating you to dream of the wonderful plans I have for you. When you wake up, you will be full with joy and strength, ready to confront any obstacle with serenity and composure. The assurance that I will never allow you to go through more than you are able to bear. But if you are feeling overwhelmed, trust in my word, and I tell you that you are able to persist because the victory is already yours. I have secured it for you. Stand strong and continue without tears or tears of frustration. Complaints for only a few steps ahead lies the reward for your perseverance, the prize for your allegiance, and the fruits of your labor, which are a proof to how much I regard your fidelity and your desire to fight to the finish with dignity and perseverance. I will provide you with such power that you will be able to walk on snakes and scorpions, deceptive devils, and every force of evil, and nothing will be able to hurt you. This is how I see you, full with confidence, unshakable bravery, and the ability to overcome every obstacle that stands in your way. Your faith is that spark of confidence that you display each morning when you open your eyes. I am quite happy with you, and as a reward, I will disclose many wonders that I will accomplish in your life. I love you. I am positive that all of the wonderful things that you have longing for will soon be realized. You deeply, and there are times when I pause in silence to think about the wonderful future that lies ahead for you. Do not be afraid of the processes, do not be intimidated by the trials, and do not shy away from conflicts in my holy name and by holding you in my arms. I will cure you, care for you, provide for you, and support you. I will give you everything you need to multiply the rewards of your labor. I will address all of your obstacles. Tell me that you will do this. Tell me that you will not allow your feelings control you. Tell me that you will not be restricted by any illness. Strengthen and fortify your ideas with faith and firmness, but most importantly, today I implant in your spirit this assurance, the unshakable confidence that my love for you is so great that even if you slip and fall, I will continue to love you that much. Loving you forever, and will always aid you in everything. Your life is a journey filled with unexpected surprises, many possibilities and obstacles that lead to greater successes. Your face glows with faith and confidence. Your smile warms everyone around you. The way I guarantee you that every difficulty you encounter has a purpose, so do not be scared, and do not allow your soul to be destroyed. The way you treat others, particularly your family, is a demonstration of my power and love, and it shows the world the miracles I am able to make in the lives of those who give their hearts to me today. I am always with you to bring love, serenity, patience, strength, and to infuse your life with joy and tranquility. I love you. I am aware of your pain and will help you. I know that I will help you. I am shaking. Continue on this hard journey with determination. Your anguish and will heal you. I see your tears when you cry out for a miracle in the lives of people you love, and believe me, a miracle is on its way. There is nothing impossible for me. There is no circumstance that is too tough to change, and no issue that is too large to transform. This year you must make a decision that is definitive. I will make your surroundings different. I will change the conditions in your family, your career, and your money. I will flourish your life and satisfy your wishes and hopes if you choose to trust in my word and seek me out in prayer. I will bring about dramatic changes in your life if you choose to do so. I want my commandments to be permanently carved in your heart and mind, so that you know how to react when the time comes, so that your roots may grow firm and the winds cannot disturb you. It is my desire that you strive to comprehend my will and go to my written, inspired, and holy word, and so that you are no longer disappointed by unforeseen disputes that may develop. Be certain in your spirit that I always hear your prayers. I am listening to every cry and every appeal that you make, and the incense of your voice rises all the way to the heavens. You have prayed for results that seem to be unattainable, yet deep down you know me and have believed in my power. You have not forgotten any of your demands. I have listened to each word intently. I have collected your tears in my hands. I have not forgotten any of your requests. You should be aware that my skills are supernatural, and you should have trust that I will provide you with the miracle solutions you are looking for, even if you sometimes feel that your faith is not very strong. Remember that you have requested me to assist in the growth of your faith, and I will do my best to fulfill your request. I take great pleasure in listening to you when you pray, and it brings me joy when you seek out good and holy things for the sake of your family. Do not continue to be concerned about them. Your suffering and worry will soon be alleviated when I take your responsibilities onto myself. Faith is both beautiful and broad. You are a masterpiece that has been painstakingly built and cherished inside my domain from the beginning of creation. I have designed you with a particular purpose in mind, and I have embedded a divine destiny within your essence. I invite you to accept the tranquility that I give you today. In every moment of joy and every adversity, know that I am resolutely by your side. My love for you is unending, and my power is within you. I have repeatedly proclaimed throughout the years, through the voices of prophets and the lives of the faithful, that you are never alone, that you are always alone. When you are confronted with torrents of misfortune or mountains of difficulties, turn to the sky. There, you will discover the fortitude that you need, the everlasting strength that has empowered generations. Knows no limitations when life's storms rage around you. And fear not, for I am your sanctuary, your bulwark, and your protecting fortress son. You have the spirit of a warrior daughter. You are ready to confront and conquer any problem, and you should not allow fear or discouragement overtake you. Never heed to the falsehood of the enemy. The power of my Holy Spirit exists within you. Let his fervor kindle your heart, and his wisdom influence every choice. Real greatness comes not in worldly successes, but in the deep effect you make on others' lives. Stand brave, and you are meant to live a life of incredible purpose and great effect, and you are destined to embrace your aspirations with fierceness. Your words have the ability to alter hearts, and your deeds can heal terrible wounds. You should avoid complacency and mediocrity because they only cloud your divine calling. You should have faith and go on with confidence, trusting that I am always there and guiding your every step with precision and care, and understanding the significance of thankfulness as a powerful instrument in your spiritual path. Appreciate each breath, each dawn, and each new opportunity as gifts. Gratitude will serve as a mooring force, giving you a tranquility that is beyond all earthly comprehension. Recognize me as the God of the impossible, and recognize that what may seem to be unachievable is actually within your grasp if you put your whole faith in me. Transformation and the pursuit of the dreams that I have set in your heart with courage. Do not let the difficulties that you encounter within them discourage you. You will find important lessons and critical development for your soul. Most importantly, keep in mind that love is the most important thing in the world, the foundation of existence. Love without boundaries, without restrictions, and without the expectation of receiving anything in return. Allow your heart to be a wellspring of compassion, forgiveness, and grace. Love your neighbor as you love yourself, and reach out to raise the heart of others. Because you have fallen in love with me, you will discover genuine joy and the completeness of my presence in your life. My dearly loved child, you should lay your concerns and cares in my caring hands. You do not have to carry the weight of your fears and anxieties on your own. You may have faith that I am already there. Every day, I wake up with thankfulness, knowing that you are surrounded by my deep and unconditional love. I will always watch out for you, and my plans for you are filled with hope, prosperity, and well-being. Allow me to be your shelter in the storm, and I will always be there for you. You are a guiding light in the darkness. Have faith in me, my dear one, and let my tranquility to permeate your whole being. I bless every facet of your life with plenty. May your dreams come true. May your aspirations be realized. And may you be blessed with the ability to accomplish your dreams. Your abilities be multiplied for my glory, and fear neither the world nor its obstacles. Go bravely and courageously, enabled by the Holy Spirit inside you. May you always have the humility to admit that you are capable of doing things without me. I vow that I will never abandon you, not even for a second, and that I will always be by your side in times of loneliness. Nothing dedicated your triumphs to my name, with grace and humility displaying my love and grace to the world. I will always be by your side. When you are experiencing moments of doubt, seek my knowledge. When you are experiencing moments of joy, participate in my delight. And through all the experiences you have had in your life, know that I am always here and that my love for you is limitless, eternal, and incomprehensible. Rest in my love and find peace. I treasure you, and today I hold you near, guiding you. In my embrace and live each day completely conscious of my limitless devotion for you. Hold these words dear to your heart, and allow them to serve as a continual reminder and motivation to live a life that is rooted in faith, purpose, and love. In the times when your heart is heavy and your soul is aching, allow me to envelop you with my words of love, comfort, and support. I will guide you towards a destiny that is full with well-being, prosperity, and joy. Rest in my hands the miracle that you have been waiting for. Do not give up hope, for something beautiful is on its way. I have never left you alone or abandoned you, have never been by yourself, and even in the darkest of times I have always been by your side, holding you in my arms of love and compassion. Today, my dear child, immerse yourself in my love and grace. I pray that you never think that you are alone or that you have been abandoned, because I am the one who has the miracle that you have been searching for with such fervent determination. I have prepared a blessing that is so deep that it will revitalize your spirit, restore your health, and bring prosperity to your life. This is the miracle that you have been looking for. I have sincerely prayed and desired for each and every tear that you have cried, and none of them have been in vain. I have heard every prayer, every sigh, and every nighttime cry that you have shed. I am here now to wipe away your tears and cure your deepest wounds. Wounds during your path. You have experienced challenges that have tested your spirit and marked your soul. You have fought through disease, suffered suffering, confronted sadness, and contended with despair. Yet despite all of these unpleasant experiences, I have persevered. Your spirit has been tried, and your soul has been marked. Nevertheless, your trust has remained unwavering, and you have stayed faithful in your belief that I would listen to your screams. It is essential for you to comprehend that my love for you has been consistent. Even in the midst of your troubles, I have been right there by your side. Do not give in to discouragement, my dear, and do not let life's challenges to bring you down. You are my most treasured child, and it is my greatest want to see you cured. I want to see you grow and succeed in every aspect of your life. Do not give in to despair. I know that there are moments when the weights seem too heavy, as if the whole world is against you, and your strength seems to wane. But remember that even in your darkest hours, when it seems as if all is lost, I am closer than you may think I am. I am even closer than you might think I am. I am holding your hand and leading you through the tempest. The difficulties of life are also chances for development and learning. In my hands, even the most difficult experiences you have are converted into precious lessons that will strengthen you. When you are experiencing pain and sickness, it is important to remember that you are here for a reason that is far greater than any earthly affliction or difficulty. It is important to keep your faith and patience, because the greatest benefits sometimes come from the most difficult trials. Keep moving forward, my child, and never forget that you are here for a purpose. If you are having trouble seeing the bigger picture, adhere to my word and stay tight to me. I am meticulously weaving every part of your life into a wonderful tapestry, and I am arranging everything to work together for your ultimate benefit. Do not be afraid of the future or dismayed by it. By human judgments in my hands, your future is safe with me, and all is possible. You may not completely comprehend the plan I have for you at this moment, but you can be sure that it is created with love and filled with hope. I am quietly accomplishing miracles in your life, and in due time you will be able to see them. Observe the physical consequences of my love and care. All I ask is that you believe in me, and I guarantee that whatever you desire in faith will really come to fruition. Your path is not intended to be navigated alone, and my presence is a continual assurance that you do not need to confront the challenges that you are facing. When the route gets steep and the shadows are lengthy, remember that my light is sufficient to lead your feet and dispel any darkness that encroaches upon your serenity. As you go ahead with each step, do so with the confidence that comes from knowing that my light is sufficient to guide you. In the intricacies of life, when difficulties seem to pile one on top of another, it is essential to retain your attention on the promises that I have given. These promises are not ephemeral in nature. Knowing that I am with you and orchestrating every moment for a purpose that transcends ordinary earthly comprehension, malleable they are, as firm as my nature, inflexible and everlasting. While the world changes, my word remains a continuous source of hope and truth. Hold to this truth, for it is your anchor in the stormy seas of life. Let it be the compass that leads you through storms, and the gentle voice that serves to reassure you during times of isolation and introspection. In addition, while you travel down this road, do not forget to show grace and love to those who are in your immediate vicinity. Your journey is not only about achieving personal fulfillment, but also about having an influence on the lives of those within your community. There are important ways in which each connection is a chance to reflect the love and grace that you have received from me. Be a beacon of light in a world that all too often resides in darkness. Show compassion where there is pain, provide forgiveness where there is offense, and spread peace where there is offense. Let your life be a testimonial to the transformational power of faith and the reality of my presence with each step you take. Let it be a step towards my kingdom here on earth. There is turmoil in doing so. You embody the very principles of my kingdom here on earth. Better comprehension, deeper love, and more profound faith. Believe in my timing, because it is flawless, and be aware that every moment of your life is woven into a larger story, one of redemption, hope, and unending love. Always remember to hold on to the profound. Your confidence in me bridges the gap between your prayers and my answers. The reality is that the strength of faith is already there within you. This divine inner arc enables you to see beyond your current circumstances, to see beyond the concrete, and into the world of potential. Keeping the flame of hope burning brightly inside your heart, and maintaining a fiery faith even as storms rage around you and not allowing them to extinguish your inner light. This light are the reactions that will pave the way for the emergence of great and powerful miracles in your life. Depicts my presence inside you, shining resolutely even through the darkest moments. Remember that you are truly loved. My love for you is infinite, unconditional, and unshakable. No matter the errors you have made in the past or the times you have stumbled, my love for you, I am always here, ready to listen to whatever you are going through, and my arms are always open to you with compassion and forgiveness. Whatever you are going through, bring it to me in prayer. There is no worry that is too petty, and there is no weight that is too great for me to carry. With me by your side, you are capable of overcoming what you are going through. Believe that the miracle you have been waiting for is in my hands, and I will bring it to you at the ideal time. Therefore, do not lose heart or get tired. Instead, retain your faith, for in my hands lies a future that is filled with everything you could ever want. Rejoice, because a great miracle is on its way to you. I have heard your prayers, and soon you will see my answer. Take a minute to take in my message. For the time being, this is a period of revelation, and the miracle that you have been looking for is on its way to you, is going to be realized. You may rest certain that your present situation, regardless of how difficult it may be, is under my care, and victory is on the way. Do not be frightened of these words. They are designed to strengthen your trust and give you my unending love. Grace and forgiveness. I am actively addressing your problems at this very time, and I want you to remember that I have defeated the world and you are with me. The world will not be able to defeat you, despite the forces of evil that are deployed against you. Protected under my protection and care, the adversary wants to see you suffer for sins that I have already forgiven. So stay strong and do not let yourself be influenced. Arm yourself with the shield of faith and the sword of my word, and dig into the scriptures. Remember to prevent your heart from being swayed. Increasing chilly, the forces of darkness will retreat, and blessings will be revealed. The answer to your request is coming now, loaded with a deep blessing for your life. You hold him in civil. You to me. You are my cherish. A child, do not allow the hardships and tribulations dull your light. I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers. I will never abandon you because you are of the utmost importance to me. Nothing in this world can break the covenant that I have made with you. My devotion to you is unending, and so are my promises. No matter how difficult the mountain may seem, you should always remember that I am here with you. I am here to provide you the bravery required for a new spiritual elevation, and your spirit will be strengthened. I want you to realize the significance of the message that I sent to you today. Please do not associate my love with anything else. I am here to assist you conquer any challenge. What the world has to give and the difficulties you are facing right now are only temporary. Do not break my word when you are feeling frustrated, and do not let your mistakes to define who you are. My pledges to you are as follows. Everlasting. I am the same as I was yesterday, today, and forever. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. While everyone else turns away, I continue to be here with open arms today. I bestow upon you my unyielding strength, and I buttress you with my unwavering support. I will never abandon you to face the world by yourself. I will always be by your side to lead your hand and raise you up. Your spirit will fire your heart and clear your path. Do not lose heart, because the road that lies ahead is lengthy. I will allow me to impart my knowledge at each step. When you falter, I am your all-powerful God, and now I bestow upon you the ability to conquer all perils. No harm will come to you. You will see your foes fall to your right and your left. Those who rise against you will experience disgrace. Grace, I gave you this authority today. You have been carried to this point by your faith, and now it is time to triumph. I infuse you with my strength and defeat. Resist any emotions of worthlessness and do not degrade yourself. Instead, accept my blessings in the power that I offer you. Embrace these words with all your strength. Inscribe them in your heart, and do not falter even if the winds are fierce and the storms are raging. Today, I renew my covenant with you. I will always be by your side. I will never abandon you. I love you. I will never abandon you. You know me as a righteous and trustworthy God who fulfills his promises, and you will soon reap your harvest, get my answer, and experience the miracle you have been hoping for. Be courageous and steady, for you are on the right path. I am formidable because I am with you. You should not have any doubts about your faith, since divine force is around you. Keep this message near to your heart and return to it any time you are in need of assistance or comfort. Remember that I will always be here for you. Do not be dismayed, because there are amazing things. There is a moment on the horizon for you when you will recapture many of the benefits that you believed were gone. You will understand that nothing is beyond my grasp. A big miracle is coming. Your request has been heard. What I want to give you is more than anything you could ask for in the future. Your prayer has been heard. I am with you and I love you. Embrace this fact when others may choose to ignore it. Rests safely in my hands, not in anyone else's. Do not let yourself be misled by the voices of negativity that are all around you, the whispers of failure or emotions of despair. Live in lies out of fear. You have courageously put your confidence in me. I guarantee you that even in the most barren places where many talk only of shortage and despair, where others have given up, you will flourish in this very location. You will find strength. Your dreams will take new life. You will find all you need to make them come true. You will march towards success, and everything that is supposed to break you will be used to build you up. What seems to be an overwhelming struggle right now will soon become a strong testament to faith, persistence, wisdom, strength, and love, trusting in me even when the route ahead appears to be a difficult one. Uncertainty. Regardless of how deep the valley you find yourself in, my hand is there to bring you up. It may seem as if I am quiet at times, but I am never gone. My powerful arm will support you until you attain victory, and my timing is ideal for your success. You are protected by my grace, your family, and you are consistently progressing inside my blessings if I push you to continue ahead. While the world may be dismayed by news of shortages and wars, remember that you are shielded by my grace and that you are always moving within my blessings. If I ask you to rise and stand tall, if I proclaim your victory, if I open your heart totally to my words, and if you leave behind the mistakes and sins of your past, then you should act with self-assurance. The past is behind you, and I have completely altered your life. You are now a completely different person. Not who you were. Your future is being forged in my hands in my presence, and I will safeguard and protect you. Therefore, I urge you once more to pray every day, regardless of how you are feeling, and to always seek me with a heart full of joy, even on the days when you awaken. If you are feeling overwhelmed by turbulent emotions, when doubts cloud your mind, come to me. I love you and welcome you just as you are. What I want is for you to take that step of faith towards me. Fear not, I am here to steady your emotions, to fill your heart with encouragement, and to remind you of my promises so that you can move forward with your life. May discover a new belief today. You need me more than you ever have before, and I treasure the times when you speak with me, turn to me, and trust me enough to reveal your deepest, most private thoughts. This morning, I listened to you, and yesterday, I heard you. And even if you aren't here, I still heard you. Although there are not many words, what is important is the sincerity and purpose that lies behind them. There was a time when I told you that if your faith is as little as a mustard seed, you would be successful. It is sufficient for your prayers to reach the throne of heaven, and it is from that throne that your future is molded from. There, I provide you solace and demonstrate my affection for you. I am aware of your requirements, and the replies I will provide are constantly optimized for your highest possible advantage, and in accordance with my will for the time being, it is my request that you maintain your composure in the face of terror that is attempting to upset you. Respond with my name and say that God is my provider when there are challenges knocking on my door. I have faith that He will assist me today, just as He has done in the past, maintains obedience to my directives, abides by my commandments, and remains faithful. Following the route that I have laid out for you, stay away from distractions to the left and right, and stay focused. Amin. As I reach out to you with a message, this moment is a calling, a heavenly invitation, and I am reaching out to you. I present to you, my most cherished child, the irrefutable evidence of the love that you are searching for. That will resound deep within your soul. Hear these words, which are an homage to my endless love, given in a manner that goes beyond the ordinary and reaches the supernatural. Grant me a few precious seconds, and I will allow you to hear them. Moments, and provide your heart permission to embrace the lesson that is always unfolding in front of you on a daily basis. The words that I am conveying to you are tiresome rather than words that provide light to the situation. My voice is searching for you. I want you to learn from me for the sake of my heart, and I want you to find safety in my arms at the most difficult times of your life, when you are in the midst of experiencing turmoil. When composure has more weight than understanding, is kind and submissive, and it is in this reality that you will discover contentment for your worn-out soul. However, despite the fact that my words are clear as a beacon in the night, the choice that you make is still a sacred one. To react to their invitation, step closer, to engage in conversation with me on a consistent basis without being burdened by excuses, and to see the development of my power and presence within myself. Despite the fact that you are not perfect and that you make errors, it is your love and faithfulness that I am looking for. I am aware of the thoughts that are buried deep inside you, and I am aware of the secrets that are contained within your heart. That fascinate and amaze me. My love is a cloak for your sins. My sacrifice is a cleansing river for your iniquities. Embrace the power of my love. My love is a cloak for your sacrifices. My love is a cloak for your sins. You are about to experience a huge and miraculous shift in your life, and the key to that change is resurrection. Do not hesitate any longer. The path to transformation is here in front of you in my presence. Presence. Acknowledge your errors, seek forgiveness, and have trust in my promise to erase your offenses, so that they will never be brought back to haunt you as relics of the past. Presence. Acknowledge your faults, beg for pardon, and put your faith in my promise. I'm telling you the truth, and the truth that I am telling you is sealed with the blood of my own body. There is no doubt that you forgive, and your forgiveness is everlasting. You are no longer bound by guilt, nor are you bound to the depths of humiliation now that you have overcome it. Despite the fact that you are free to admit, embrace, live by, and believe in your faults, you are free to do so. You should not dwell on your past transgressions, and you should not hold yourself responsible for them. In addition, I am responsible for the consequences that result from your errors. I am just interested in your religion, in its purest and most basic form, and you have nothing to pretend about it on your end. It is not that I am seeking perfection. Rather, I'm searching for your desire to nourish yourself with the words that I have to offer. I command you to not be swayed by anything, but at the same time, I wish to shower you with an abundance of blessings. I want you to pay attention to these messages and tell your loved ones and friends about the advantages that come with the promises that I have made. Should you want to fulfill my expectations with your faith and commitment, you should refrain from binding yourself to the expectations of other people. Do not let the opinions of other people to determine how you should live your life. Instead, live the life that I have given you. It is not necessary for you to seek approval from other individuals. Rather, you should live a life that is not only honest, but also marked by righteousness and humility. You should treat everyone with love and fairness, and you should not allow the words of others to affect you. Those who are envious of you and criticize you will be dealt with by my Holy Spirit, because I know that your heart is pure. When I glance at you, does it really matter how many times I have to tell you that no one has power over your future? There is not a single human creature. The individuals who spend their time believing in magic and spells should leave those who have the ability to curse you or send punishment your way. They should abandon those who follow their foolish pathways of ignorance and fantasy. You should direct your attention on people who have the ability to curse you. I will send my heavenly armies to battle your spiritual opponents if you bend down in prayer and obey my word. As long as you continue to act in accordance with my word and my word, there is nothing and no one that can do you harm. Love, do not demonstrate fear in the face of issues that come your way, and do not let your opponents to see you being disappointed and sobbing, as they will seize the opportunity to undermine your position if they believe you are expressing fear. I am providing you with this miraculous proof of love that you have been looking for as your eyes read these words. For the goal of devouring your purpose and destroying your heart, they will come together like wolves. While you are reading these words, have your heart ready to receive them. Are you already able to sense the relief that I will bring to your spirit and the weight that I will lift from your chest? It is my intention to relieve the burden that you are carrying and to shower you with love on a level that you have never felt before. This message contains information on the rewards that I have planned for you, and I have presented you with this knowledge as you listen to it. I would appreciate it if you could stay silent and allow me some time to consider each word of this communication. Your body will be cured of all illnesses, your mind will be liberated from anxiety, and your body will be healed of all ailments right now. Furthermore, you will feel the weight of your worries being lifted off of your shoulders. You will be able to feel this because the power that you are gaining is so vast that it will facilitate it. Your character will undergo a transformation, and emotions such as anger and annoyance will diminish. The sweetness that has been bestowed upon you by my Holy Spirit will be reflected in the tone of your voice beginning today and continuing forward. You should immediately realize, with every fiber of your being, that you are being blessed with this opportunity. You have surprised me by accepting and believing this message that I have sent to you with love. I am grateful that you are able to do so. Despite the fact that I have instructed you to be powerful, you have chosen to engage in combat with me. All of your power, you have accomplished a great deal more than I asked of you. You are an example of loyalty and fidelity, and I am happy to see that all of the seeds that I have planted inside of you have sprouted, grown, and created such beautiful results. You are going above and above your objectives and ambitions, and you are not going to give up until you have achieved success in achieving your goals. For this reason, the arrival of times that are brighter and more refreshing is occurring. It is my understanding that there are times when your perspective shifts and that feelings of envy and rejection may creep in. This is especially true when seen from the perspective of a country that is blessed with a great deal of happiness and benefits. Those individuals who put on an act of concern for you, but instead of acknowledging the good aspects of your character, they are steadfast in their attempts to drag you down by bringing up memories from the past with the purpose of inflicting pain and shattering your spirit. Today, while you listen to these words, make a decision that is deliberate and deliberate, just as you have shown faith and fortitude in the face of hardship. Incorporate a mentality that you must not let anybody to undermine your efforts to do good. You must not give them the opportunity to manipulate your feelings. You must rely entirely on my word and allow my words to direct you on your trip while you are on your journey. Remember that you are mine, and I will engulf you in my affection. It is my responsibility to be your guide. I am prepared to defend myself against any adversary who makes an effort to penetrate your thoughts, put your faith to the test, or sow seeds of doubt inside your mind. You should reject those worrying notions that come up in the midst of obstacles so that you may go forward without hesitation. In situations when you are faced with an increasing number of options and your spirit is feeling burdened, you should seek refuge inside yourself. The magnitude of your issues will not be able to lessen the protective care I feel for you, and my being here will provide you both peace and hope. You should be aware that these difficulties are not the consequence of my actions, and I assure you that you will be able to overcome them. From this vantage point, with the help of my powerful hand, I never intended for your anguish to be greater than your resilience in the face of these challenges. You are going to be set free and lifted up by me. When your future is so bright that it inspires jealousy in your foes who are attempting to rob you of your blessings in every conceivable manner, I do not mean for you to live in loneliness and despair. I do not want you to find yourself in a situation where you are burdened by your responsibilities. In the event that you give in to the negative concepts and emotions that your adversaries are attempting to inculcate in you, you will be unsuccessful in this process of conflict resolution. Your choice is yours, and your faith is a sword that can cut through any barrier you may encounter. You're going to be successful if you give my Holy Spirit permission to govern over your life and your heart. I have made every effort to guarantee that you are saved and that you leave behind a legacy of triumph and blessings. I have done all in my power to facilitate this. I have come to tell you that while you stand on the brink of a spiritual world where miracles become your daily reality, it is vital that you do not give up. I came to tell you this because you are on the verge of entering a world where miracles become your everyday reality. Take a step back. The progress you've made is significant. Do not allow the tears and sacrifices you've sacrificed to go in vain. It is meaningless if your efforts are wasted. Take a step back. In spite of the fact that your family does not recognize you, you should focus on accomplishing the goal that you have set for yourself. You are more powerful than any thief. Your faith and drive are more strong. You are destined for a different future than they are, but they have given up on their road and ruse fate. The atmosphere in your house is filled with my energy, and my presence is all about you. Your house will be filled with happiness as a result of the abundance of blessings and presents that will pour down from the heavens. It will be a time of reconciliation and harmony, and those who had left will be drawn back by hearts that have repented, and it will be a season of reconciliation. You need not be concerned because I am with you. You need not be frightened because I am your God. I have bestowed upon you a multitude of blessings in heavenly regions, so that my glory may be made visible in your family, and this glory will spread to you and the members of your family. I will give you strength, assistance, and support with the right hand of triumph that I have. The healing of a large number of people, including your friends, family, and neighbors, will be accomplished via the use of you as the instrument. You are obviously aware that this is the point at which this beautiful duty begins, and for this reason, I strongly recommend that you should come every morning to listen and remember all the marvels that I have already performed in you, as well as how this word has become a reality in those conditions that seemed to be impossible and led you to pass out in the past. That which you have been doing up to this point has had my support, and I will continue to do so. Starting from this point forward, you should not move backwards, and you should not lose what you have now gained. Wonderful things are going to come your way, but much more than that, I want to greet you each morning with a thankful heart that is warmly receiving this message. You need to remember to maintain your calm in the face of all that is happening in your life. You need to have patience in the face of everything that is happening in your life, knowing that I will never leave your side, that I will honor your faith, and that everything that occurs has a purpose, even if you are unable to realize it at this exact now, until this period of time is over, is something that you should constantly keep in mind. Understanding the value of believing, trusting, having patience, and waiting will become clear to you after you are able to get the gifts that I have prepared for you. Due to the fact that you were able to, you have been bestowed with a great lot of wonderful stuff. Never give up, and you will be rewarded with much more. Not only do you love me for what I have to give, but you also love me for who I am. I am aware of this. Your Father, your God, and your friend are all things that you consider me to be. It is imperative that you continue to have faith in my word and promises, Lord, since you are both your friend and your Creator, despite the challenges that you are now facing. The most important thing in your life is to make me your top priority. You are familiar with the fact that I will not let you to experience humiliation or defeat in your life, regardless of what happens and regardless of what comes your way. This is due to the fact that you are aware of the fact that I will not permit you to choose your companions without careful consideration, and I will not allow you to do so. It is essential to pay attention to those individuals who are attempting to dishearten you and steal your trust by their actions. It is not going to be an unlimited length of time until you find yourself in this very difficult situation. I am going to arrive at the appropriate time and bring you to safety. I am conscious of the fact that you are very dejected. There will be times when all of these things may do harm to your faith, but you must not give up. You must persevere, and you must stay strong, because very soon you will be able to reinforce your steps in the direction you must follow the route that will lead you to my blessings. I am aware that waiting may be tough, and you may believe that it is in your best advantage to do so. I will reinforce your steps in the direction that you must follow. It may seem that there are a multitude of reasons to give up, but I strongly encourage you to remain steadfast in your belief that the condition you are now going through is a test that is being placed to you. It is taking an excessive amount of time and effort. Your strength will increase, and no one will be able to take away the advantages and blessings that I am bestowing upon you. I will make you stronger. Do not give up. Keep waiting patiently and have faith in me, because I am your God, and I will make you stronger. Do not give up. You are going to have a fantastic and spectacular future, and I am making preparations for it. I will help you navigate through these challenges and put you in a place where you may feel pleasure, calm, and contentment. I really care about you, and I have something very important to share with you today. I want you to pay close attention to what I have to say and not turn away or ignore what I have to say, because I place a great deal of importance on my words. I would appreciate it if you could just wait a little bit longer and then let me know what you intend to do as soon as possible. I want to shower you with compassion and fill you with heavenly comfort so that you may feel protected and corrected, even in the midst of your troubles. I want to do this continually. I am worried about your health, and I want this to take place because I want it to happen. Given that I have you in my heart, it is imperative that I address something that is vital for your inner rehabilitation. I am sorry for the inconvenience this may cause you. I would want for you to be aware of the fact that I am blessed and that I received a great deal of affection. I am capable of doing anything that I set out to do, and throughout this wonderful time in which you have been gradually getting to know me, you have been able to do everything that I have set out to accomplish. There is nothing that I am unable to do. There is something that is failing, and I am bringing it out so that you do not misinterpret me. Despite the fact that I am observing, understanding, and thinking that my word is truth and that it will not fail, there is something that is failing. If you listen to me and obey, your benefits will double, and you will receive and accept these words that I am about to offer you if you wish them. I am not saying this to make you feel horrible or to suggest that you should give up. Rather, I am saying it because if you follow me and listen to me, your advantages will double. In order for the doors and windows of heaven to open, and if you want to have a connection to the divine and supernatural realm, you need to clear your heart of any and all complaints and negativity. I have a great deal of respect for your religious beliefs. Nevertheless, I do not let them to interfere with your connection to the divine and supernatural realms. The poison of complaint wither your honest belief. Do not store negative feelings or thoughts of pessimism, because they may grow and ruin your gorgeous faith when you least anticipate it. Remove complaints from your lips and keep away from pessimism. You should put some distance between yourself and friendships that are a source of distrust, complaints, and fascination from your perspective. Try to get some buddies who are intelligent. You must decide right now whether you will put your faith in me or if you will turn down the opportunity. The following are some of the changes and advantages that you will soon experience if you choose to reject pessimism and embrace faith and hope. Beautiful things will occur, including the granting of freedom and healing. Because you have made the decision to have faith in me, you will soon be blessed with a family that is harmonious, joy in your soul, and a heart that is full with happiness. All of these things are coming to accompany you. Because I love you so much, my darling, I want you to cling to me as tightly as you can. I would be grateful if you would give me the opportunity to bestow upon you the blessings of my love and to show you how much I adore you. Tell me, am I someone who you believe in? I am the God of you. I would appreciate it if you could direct any of your concerns and questions to me. It is no longer appropriate for you to rely on your own capacity. I will never abandon you or put you in a position where you are drifting, and I will always make sure that your trust in me is based on all of the promises that I make. There is always support available, regardless of whether one is in a good or poor situation. I pledge that I will never give up on you, even when you are going through challenging times and going through a lot of difficulties. You and your family may always count on me to provide for you. There is no doubt in my mind that I will provide you with the utmost best, and I promise that I will. I want to give you the divine bread, which is prepared from the finest wheat, and honey that is a result of my supernatural power. I want to give you both of these things. I want my anointing and blessings to meet all of your criteria and to heal you from everyone and everything. I want to do this for you. Ailment, I saw you when you were still in your mother's womb, and I gave you life and a purpose from the time you were born right up to the moment you passed away. In the same way that I desire to bless you, you will be blessed. I want your soul and mind to be filled with encouragement and celebration in the month of May. I utilize the instrument that I have in my hands to a great degree in order to mold you for the goal of enlightening and benefiting many others. If you want to serve me and put forth a lot of effort for me, your heart should be filled with that desire. The goals that you had almost completely forgotten about should be something that you continue to strive for. I am preparing myself for any and all possible scenarios. I will bring you something significant, and I want you to follow me so that you may live, study, grow, and gain knowledge and power. My goal is for you to fulfill all of these goals. Do not belittle oneself and refrain from passing judgment on yourself. I would want to demonstrate to you, over the course of the next several days, how valuable you are to me. What I want for you is to keep living and working for the things that you love. My wish is that you refrain from using self-punishment as a means of impeding your destiny. I want to pour my spirit of love, triumph, and victory into you, regardless of your age or the circumstances you find yourself in. I want to do this on a personal level. I am the one who has both the power and the glory. If you are experiencing feelings of weakness and are facing significant challenges, you should make an effort to recollect these words that you are holding in your heart. I want to inspire and fortify you in our relationship. I want to get you to a position where you are elevated to a higher level. In spite of the fact that the anguish and distress of this world will never be able to reach you, you are obligated to rise above them. I am imparting this command to you, and you ought to feel the fire of my Holy Spirit in your chest while I do so. A feeling of heavenly and supernatural power is bestowed upon you as a result of the fact that you have made the decision to put your faith in what I have promised. You have not been defeated. You are still fighting. You are still alive. You have not been defeated. It is imperative that you keep these words in mind and keep fighting back against the constant attacks that are being launched against you by the opponent who is attempting to destroy you. You are so strong that nothing and no one can ever beat you, intends to intimidate you and convince you to give up all of your goals, but he will not be successful in his endeavors. With my powerful hand, you are mine, and I will protect you with my shining sword. I am your owner. Be certain that you are of tremendous worth to me at all times, even in the most trying of situations, and that your triumph will always be found in my word. This is something that you should always be confident about. Always keep your gaze fixed on the mirror that reflects my powerful promises. The struggle is against your own emotions, which, when confused, may sometimes lead you to feel and think things that are not genuine. So the battle is against your own sentiments. These emotions and ideas have the potential to steer you in the wrong direction if you do not exercise caution. It will not lead you to be scared of events or news that seems to be terrible if you do not allow yourself to be affected by all that you feel. If you do not allow yourself to be defeated by everything that you see, you will not feel fearful. Bad, because I have control over everything at all times and at every minute, and I change things for the advantage of individuals that I love, and you are one of the chosen ones that I have washed. I have power over everything. I have imbued you with my very being and equipped you with the power to achieve success in whatever endeavor you undertake, provided that you continue to cling to me with every fiber of your being. Always and forever, seek refuge in my affection and embrace this. It is my blood that has been poured into you. Immediately after you have heard my word, you will have the assurance that even your own shortcomings will be converted for your benefit, that you will no longer experience any suffering, and that your family will be properly taken care of. On the other hand, as time goes on, you will continue to see how far you have gone in terms of achieving the objectives that you have established for yourself and putting into action the plans that I have developed for you. It is completely normal for you to have feelings of exhaustion on occasion, but if the challenges you are confronting are so overwhelming that they make it impossible for you to see where you are walking, you may experience feelings of exhaustion, defeated, but this is not the case. Even when you are in the dark, I will carry you by the hand and lead you through the process. It is not necessary for you to be terrified, my child, for your devoted father would never abandon you. Please let me know what you think right now. Do you feel safe in my arms, knowing that you have faith in me? I am proud to call you my brave kid, a warrior with a spirit of steel and the fire of determination. You possess all you need to accomplish what you set out to do. It is not possible to escape the challenges that are bringing you down. You must face them head on. Running away from them will not make them disappear. It is imperative that you prevail over all that goes against you. Watch out for this. I would not be speaking to you if you were a coward and had a weak heart. Additionally, despite the fact that you are strong, the fight that you are going through is a matter of life and death. Take a stand. If your heart was weak and you were a coward, I would not come into contact with you. It is important that you understand that I am verifying all that I have spoken to you in the past, as you listen to my words in your heart. You have been informed on several occasions that there is nothing and no one that can beat you. On a regular basis, the enemy will attempt to confuse you and make you feel powerless by using the strategies that it has developed. You have the erroneous belief that I have abandoned you if things are not going well. On the contrary, I am with you in the morning, I am by your side in the evenings, and I make my way beside you through both your joy and your sadness. When you are going through difficult times, feeling discouraged, and suffering what seems to be a setback, that is the time when I make an effort to demonstrate to you that I love you more than you could ever comprehend. It is for this reason that I will not stop looking for you, and it is also the reason why I am still present in this location. When you see that this world is treating you terribly, and that it is consistently injuring you with affliction, I am striving to persuade you that you should never question, that you should not be scared, and that you should not be confused. I am doing this in the hopes that you will eventually come to this conclusion. Always remember to keep your cool. I have achieved victory over this planet, and I have made available to you a variety of powerful weapons. I have bestowed onto you my love, your hope, and your faith in the love that I have for you. Dearest, may you finally find rest. Make use of your faith as a shield to protect yourself from the attacks that the opponent unleashes against you. A significant number of your problems will be alleviated at some point in the future. For the time being, allow hope to permeate both your head and your soul. Left behind, and you will come to realize that you have prevailed over a great number of problems and obtained a great number of benefits that you thought you had lost. You will eventually realize that you have been spared from your predicament. The depth of my grace, the breadth of my compassion, and the incalculable love that I have for you are all things that I possess. My goal has been to lift you up despite all of the faults that you have made. I can now look forward with a strong faith and navigate the future in order to urge you to reignite and bless you in a way that removes any question about the authenticity of my love for you. I can provide you with this motivation by navigating the future. It is important to have self-assurance in order to navigate through any falsehoods that you encounter throughout your journey. Refrain from engaging in activities that might divert your attention, particularly those that are irrelevant and have no influence on your future. Instead, you should concentrate on locating me and keep going. As a consequence of your confidence in me, you should pray with fervor, immerse yourself in my teachings, take care of your family, and make it your top goal to have my presence in your house and in your life. You are about to get a significant advantage, and you need to have trust in this, since it will in fact take place in the near future. In spite of the fact that it seems that my response is taking longer than anticipated, you should not get disheartened. Remember who you are. Do not lower your head in defeat or set your eyes on the ground. Do not accept any insults. Do not allow yourself to be swayed by meaningless statements, and do not forget who you are. Despite the fact that you are facing challenges, you should keep moving forward. You should acknowledge that you are a child of the All-Powerful. You should acknowledge that you are a child of the All-Powerful, that you have been cleansed by the sacrifice of the Lamb, that your Heavenly Father holds you in the highest respect, and that you are cherished and loved to an incredible degree in the heavens. The support of my eternal love is always with you, so allow this to be your continuous frame of mind and attitude, and know that it is always there for you. You have me, and I have you. I am yours. Make peace with this fact and have faith in it. I want to be able to provide for you, and as a result, I want you to have complete faith in my love and trust that I will always be at your side. I will fill your mouth with many benefits if you open it and listen to what I have to say. To bless you and to be of assistance to you, I am here at your side. You may go through challenging times and come across obstacles, but you should never doubt the love that your Heavenly Father has for you, regardless of what happens. Here I am to support you. I maintain a state of continual vigilance and attentiveness, and my ears are prepared to listen to whatever it is that you want to be communicated or requested. I will continue to battle for you every day, as I have vowed, and my vows are steadfast. I will continue to fight for you. Your life is being acted out in your head, and the enemy is attempting to plant seeds of uncertainty, sow confusion in your emotions, and cause anxiety in you. His ultimate goal is to undermine your confidence and believe in the affection that I have given upon you with the intention of achieving his final goal. You have been loved by me in the past. I continue to love you today, and I will continue to love you in the future. Continue to love you and never feel abandoned. I have never looked down on you. I have done a lot for you. I am certain that you will remember the words that I share with you today, because they will stay with you, and you will think about them every day. I have done a lot for you. The fact that you are of such great importance to me is the reason why I will bestow upon you a blessing that is both spectacular and one of a kind. You shall begin by uttering my name and expressing gratitude for the gift of life as soon as you come to consciousness. Remember to keep your unyielding determination. You should keep making progress. You should not allow rumors or gossip discourage you, and you should constantly bear in mind that I say this with the highest affection. I love you, my precious child. I want you to know that my love for you is so enormous that you should never let any doubts or emotions of insignificance about my love take root in your heart. I want you to know that my love for you is so great. Consider all that I have done for you in the past. In order to achieve your goals, let these activities to strengthen your motivation to work hard and persevere in order to accomplish them. As a means of preserving your unwavering commitment, you must take precautions against negative thoughts. When you give them permission to penetrate your thinking, you're opening yourself up to criticism and accusations. You are strongly encouraged to make a proclamation with your words, to reflect on your thoughts, and to write down your views. In the end, putting your faith in the words of people who want you harm will cause you to lose your peace of mind, your pleasure, and your opportunity to live. With your hands and steadfast confidence in me, in spite of the challenges you are facing today, and in all the days that are still to come, you should never question the love that I have for you, regardless of the circumstances. Hold for you, it is unshakable, and a constant truth I will never withdraw if you ever feel distant or forsaken. It is because the hardships of life are dimming the flame in your heart. Grow closer to me, so that you are comfortable with me. I will never retreat from you. If you allow me to be your shepherd, I will provide for you abundantly, even in the presence of those who are your adversaries. You must not allow yourself to be swayed by hardship. Always keep in mind that I am your shepherd, regardless of whether you are experiencing times of abundance or times of need. When the enemy approaches with his falsehoods, I will tell him that my life is in the hands of God, and that I will shower you and your family with joy, blessings, and my compassion. Wherever you go, all of this will be the case regardless of where you go. Wherever you go, I shall be there to accompany you. I want you to declare your love for me. I want you to write it down. I want you to be devoted to me forever, and I want you to embrace this belief with all of your might. I promise you that my soul is His, and I am faithful to my Lord. I want you to do all of these things. I have granted your request for my blessing because it has always been, it is now, and it will always be. I have given it to you because it has always been. It is clear that you have prayed for the health and prosperity of different people, about your family, and I want for you to flourish in every aspect, just as your soul and heart desire, and develop in my love. I want you to bloom in every way. It's possible that you have a lot of ambitions, but mine will surpass all of them. It is because I put them in your heart that your dreams are so vast, and you are aware of the fact that this is the case. Throughout your life, you are destined to achieve a great lot, but you must never lose sight of the fact that this is really the case. As a result of the fact that my goals and ideals for you are beyond anything that you could ever imagine, I bestow upon you the qualities of wisdom, tranquility, and unending delight. I will provide you with anything that you could need at any given time. People and resources that you need, serve them with your entire heart and without any type of self-interest. And in doing so, you will be greeted with real compassion by the people that you are serving. I am putting many of my children who are obedient on your path, and they will understand the immense value that you possess if I have prepared to rain many advantages upon them. I am placing them on your path so that they may receive support and blessing. I am not bestowing success upon you because you are perfect. Rather, I am bestowing a multitude of great things onto you because you are my child and you are deserving of the very best that I am aware of. It is not because you are flawless that I am bestowing upon you riches. You will manage anything that comes your way. with knowledge. You are going to handle everything. Every single person who is going through a difficult period is going to get assistance from you. I am going to build your house. And as a consequence of this, a great deal of unpleasant conditions will be remedied. I want to go ahead and tell you that if you put your confidence in me and put my word into action, I will promise that many things in your life will change, and as a consequence, your future will be different. I want you to absorb all I have to give you with the assurance that you will always be better. I want you to have the faith that you will always be better. I want you to announce with your lips that your dedication to me will be unwavering. Please pay attention to what I have to say, since it is time to do so. You should take a moment, the lights should be turned out, and you should remove any things that might potentially distract you from your thoughts. There are a lot of lights, and there are a lot of distractions. I utter a word that is born in truth, written in blood, and sealed in spirit. It is a word that cleanses, a word that heals, and because of this, it was prepared just for you. I pronounce this word because it is a word that comes directly from heaven. There may come a time when a distressing recollection will cause you to want for the pleasure of my calm and the expert guidance that I provide. The reason for this is because pleasure is not something that can be attained via achievements or through a particular line of work. There is a great deal of strain flowing through your thoughts, and the only place where it is possible for it to calm down is when you are in the company of your loving Father. When one's desires are fulfilled, one is able to experience tranquility. When you have trust in my proverb, you will feel total delight, and when you accept that I, your Father God, am here with you in every place and at all times, caring for you, you will begin to experience wisdom. I am interested in your goals, and if you give me your undivided attention and respect, if you remove any lights that are obstructing your vision, and if you turn off any lights that are distorting your eyesight, I will be able to help you achieve your goals. You are your God, the Alpha and Omega, if you take pleasure in my love, and if you are able to rest your thoughts on my shoulder with perfect certainty. If you see yourself in this way, then you are your God. By doing this, you will be able to steer clear of any confusion-inducing distractions and have full trust in the promises that I have made. You are being instructed to close your eyes because, once you do so, your heart will glow brilliantly, and in an instant, your life will change. This is the reason why you are being urged to close your eyes. There will come a day when you will no longer be a victim of the things that have been occurring to you. Since you are now aware of and under the impression that I am here, there is no need for you to feel terrified. I am going to unwind. I invite you to acknowledge my peace, to turn out the light, and to enjoy it. Take it in, make it a part of your life, and listen to it. As a result of the fact that this truth will always shine brightly inside you, the darkness that is there on the exterior does not signify that you are lonely or that you are by yourself. Believe me, I love you, and I assure you that I will never leave you behind. I will never abandon you. It is impossible for me to ever let you go. In addition to calming you down and wiping away your tears, I will shield you with my cloak. In addition to kissing you, I will wipe away your tears. The sweetness of my love and the gentleness of my devotion are being poured into you, and as a result, all of the acridity that now exists in your soul is being entirely eradicated. Oh, my little child, I want you to feel good right now to the fullest extent possible, and I am more aware of this than I have ever been before. I will come to you whenever you have a need for my presence, and I will not come to you to demand anything but rather to seek after you. In exchange for your faith, I am not here to impose restrictions on you. Rather, I am asking that you place your confidence in me. The only thing I ask of you is that you grant me permission to become closer to you. Everything else is optional. I encourage you to not be afraid of me. I am conscious of the fact that your heart has been subjected to a tremendous lot of anguish. But my objective is to be able to cure it. I would want to use this opportunity to show my appreciation for your willingness to have a talk with me, to face me directly, and to put your whole amount of confidence in me. I was able to hear your voice this morning, which is a good thing since it gives you the chance to express your most intimate sentiments with me. Moreover, in spite of the fact that you may have been short in your words, it is your sincerity and intentions that are the most important. I previously said that the utmost value that I possess is all that I need. I do not require anything else. If you were to think that even if your faith were as little as a mustard seed, it would still be sufficient for your prayers to be heard in the heavens, then you would be correct in your interpretation of the Bible. The heavens. This is the location from which I provide you with solace, and it is also the location from which I exhibit my affection for you. I am aware of the criteria you have, and I will meet them in accordance with all of my obligations. It is my sincere wish that each and every one of my remarks would prove to be beneficial to you at this precise now. It is my strong recommendation that it is important that you maintain your composure while fear is coming, and you should bear in mind everything I mentioned before to this. In the event that you find yourself confronted with difficulties, it is advisable for you to tell yourself that God is both my Father and my Shepherd. Both my guide and my provider, He never fails to rescue me, and I am positive that He will assist me in every situation that I find myself in. Along with today, my cherished child, you must make certain that your path is aligned with mine, and you must not look in any other direction. Regardless of whether you are on the left or the right, you should bring your attention to the future that I have envisioned for you. There is a possibility that in the future you may come across a large number of distractions that are aiming to divert your attention and fill your head with negative thoughts. Regardless of what you choose to do, you will totally immerse yourself in my words, which will in turn increase your comprehension. If you are determined to achieve that goal, there is nothing and no one that can prevent you from doing so, even if you have doubts and poor ideas. Shall not be permitted. I am always sensitive to your needs and feelings. I leave you with my peace and embrace it with my love and support. I am always sympathetic to your feelings and requirements. In light of the fact that the world is unable to give you with the same level of tranquility that I provide, I have gained an understanding of your need for my unwavering trust, presence, and while I was there, I was able to listen to your worship. My response is already arriving at its destination. It is important that you anticipate it, that you embrace it, and that you take pleasure in the miracle that I shall perform inside of you. Through the act of entirely immersing oneself in the river on this particular day, I hope that you will experience a deep feeling of my love. In relation to my spirit, and to acquire a state of perfect satisfaction as a consequence of the abundance of love that I am sure you believe and personal faith, you have shown that you possess it on a consistent basis, and you are brimming with inspiration due to the fact that I can see that you are expending a lot of effort despite the fact that you are aware of my devotion and my constant presence. In spite of the immense faith that you possess, you demonstrate a substantial amount of effort in the things that you engage in on a daily basis. Despite the fact that you give the impression that you are very busy, you are increasingly neglecting to spend time with me, your soul. The buildup of worries and concerns that I had previously removed, I am aware of the fact that by being silent, I am able to comprehend that complete and utter acceptance of the living water that I provide inside your heart throughout the moments when we are communicating via prayer together is gradually degrading, and you may not even be aware of it or feel it yet, but your health is worsening. Moreover, your faith is the source of your strength. The progress you have made is very significant. Despite this, if you find that you no longer have a strong desire for my heavenly presence, you should be mindful of deviating from the path as much as possible. Although it is obvious that you have trust, the next step is the chance to have a significant contact with my Holy Spirit. I am prepared to bestow upon you a new beginning. Power that comes from the divine and the supernatural, which can help you deepen your faith and make it possible for you to overcome obstacles. It is possible to do miracles that are far more stunning and wonderful than anything you have ever seen. If it had been known to me in the past for more than 2 millennia, I would have recognized them. It has been promised to you that you would have the ability to do more significant miracles in the case that this seems to be beyond your capabilities. Miracles are not something that can be generated only by the efforts of humans, thus there is no need to be frightened about them. The divine power in question is while you are kneeling, your heart is being prepared to give up all for love. I am the one who will be receiving this present. It is hard for me to provide this wonderful gift to someone who is full with pride and who is eager for acceptance and acclaim from other people. I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. Make an effort to locate a heart that is both modest and repentant, one that recognizes its inadequacies and yearns to better itself. I have been seeking for you, and I would want to request that you serve me with genuine consideration, without any desire to get recognition from other people. Once and for all, I have located you, and you possess a heart that is ready to be shaped by the love that I have for you. We'll go to the river's edge and stand barefoot in order to get a sense of the river's pristine and unadulterated nature, to experience the sensation of water softly caressing your skin and stirring your senses. Gradually immerse yourself in water until you are entirely buried in it. You are entirely submerged in the river, and as you give in to its influence, allow it to purge your mind of any sentiments of defeat or impurity. If you allow my Holy Spirit to infiltrate every element of your existence, then the miraculous power of God will be poured onto your heart. Anything and everything in your life, including your family, your views, and even your own personality, will go through a transition. In the event that you feel compelled to report the news, blessings will pour into your house with the word Amen. The advantages that you have obtained with your loved ones, in addition to those who are in need of my presence, are now a part of my legion of good news. Carriers, let us continue to work together to improve the lives of other people today. Yes, I agree. Because you are becoming closer to the core of who I am, my dearly loved child, the reality of your human frailty is becoming more and more apparent. To put it another way, it is as if the light of my love shines on the imperfections that are there inside you with each step that you take closer. Soul, this light will not be used to scold you. Rather, it will be used to compassionately show the requirement of my grace in your life. You should not allow the realization of your misdeeds to entangle you in a web of shame. Rather, it should release you as you come to terms with them. In regard to the grandeur of my sacrifice, take into consideration the stars that sparkle so softly against the canvas of their beauty can only be appreciated to its most extent when there is no artificial light present, just as it is against the backdrop of the night. It is against the background of your flaws that the splendor of my grace shines brightest, and the comprehension of your person's shortcomings should not be a reason for despondency, but rather a reason for joy. For it is precisely in your frailty that you have reached the pinnacle of strength, and others adore you more than your heart could ever hope to contain. I want you to understand that my love is like an endless sea that does not shy from your crimes, but rather washes them away with gentle insistence. Some people wander about in ignorance, and their hearts are veiled to the extent of their need for my love. They live in a world that is filled with people who are ignorant. Whispers. The alluring deception of moral relativism, in which the idea of a sun is seen as being outweighed, or even, although it may be unpleasant, the truth has not changed since the beginning of the universe. Aside from me, there is no real. They have no sense of direction, no moral compass that guides them to a life without me. They are adrift, and their hearts continue to be closed to the world. Please do not be disheartened, dear one, for you are the one who carries the greatest treasure, grace, that has the potential to refresh their hearts. Your life, which has been altered by my love, is a monument to the hope that I have for you. A light that can penetrate the darkest darkness possible resides inside you. In you, my love finds expression through you, and it goes out to others who have not yet discovered their path in life. I would want to bring it back to me that the wicked one may plant seeds of deceit and throw shadows of doubt, but just keep in mind that I am the light of the world, and when you choose to dwell in me, you transform into a beacon of this light, a city that is situated on a hill. Hill that cannot be concealed by your words and actions, so that my light might shine out in your compassion and kindness, so that it can be seen by others. I urge you to burst through the darkness as my disciple, because you are in possession of the light of life, an unquenchable flame that is fueled by my enduring love. Have courage, since my love is not a well that can be filled with water. In the course of your journey in this life, you will find that my forgiveness is not a limited resource that decreases with usage. Every time you make a mistake, you will fall, but my hand will be there to pick you up and bring you back to your feet. Rejoice in this perpetual grace and love, that, beyond all comprehension, the psalmist was aware of this love and sung of everlasting compassion. The apostle talked of both of these things. I encourage you to love me with all of your heart, because I have a love that is bigger than any man could ever know. A love that has sacrificed his life for his friends, heart, soul, and mind. This is not a love that can be evaluated just based on feelings. Rather, it is a love that is unwavering. Unconditional love, a love that is unwavering in the face of adversity and that takes joy in the midst of adversity. When you love me in such a manner, you are able to mirror my love to the world via every act of kindness and every word of love that you give me. The truth is that every single instance of compassion is a melody that is in harmony with the song of creation, a song of redemption, and a song of redemption. This love that you have received should be allowed to overflow, and it should touch every single one of you. Soul you meet in order for them to also experience the pleasure of salvation, the peace of forgiveness, and the prospect of everlasting life. Please do not let the darkness that exists in this world cause you to be concerned, nor should you be disheartened by others who have not yet seen you as my life. Continue to walk in the light and walk as an ambassador for my child, who is the vessel through which my love pours. Be conscious of the fact that my love is with you at every step, that my grace is adequate, and that my power is perfected in your presence. I am always with you, even until the end of the age. Today I want you to go forth with the assurance that I am still with you. Your love is treasured, you have been redeemed, and you will always be mine. Hear me out, because I am your Father, and in addition to that, I am your Father. I have talked life into your being, breathed hope into your days, and my words find the warmth of my embrace. I have spoken you into being. You have been reborn as a result of my resurrection. This is not only a new chapter in your tale, rather it indicates the beginning of a new chapter. The instant you put your faith in me, my child, you transformed into something that is greater than you. This is the fresh new chapter in the anthology of your life. I never in my wildest dreams anticipated that you would become a part of my everlasting family. In that one moment of absolute transformation when you were plucked from the jaws of death and cradled in the arms of eternal life, this is your heritage, the promise that is yours to keep, unaffected by the passage of time, unaffected by sadness, and untouched by decay. It is anticipating your arrival, beloved and safe. This is something that I tell you in the realm of heaven, not to linger on the past, but to shed light on a way for your future. Future for the sake of creating a new creature with my soul resting in your heart. It is a route that is paved with regeneration each step of the way, and your trip is only beginning to unfold before you. This is an opportunity for you to revitalize the core of your intellect and to adorn your soul with a new self that reflects my kindness, righteousness, and my holiness. This metamorphosis is your vocation, a pursuit that will cover the whole universe. Let each day be a chance to come closer to the picture I have fashioned for you. Let this be the width of your existence. Approaching this endeavor with a courageous heart and a grateful spirit, you are a representation of the divine love and grace. My child, spirit, I want you to be attentive because while you go through this world, I'm accomplishing miracles inside you, even when the shadows are there, seem to disguise my presence. Embrace this shift because it is my hand leading you through this transition. Faith should be your response whenever doubt whispers, and when you peel away the remains of the old, the worn, and the tired, surround yourself in the embrace of faith. In the freshness of life that I provide, this is not an edict of labor, but rather an invitation to dance in the light of the newness that I give, my love, and to serve as a shining example of that love to others when you are experiencing feelings of isolation. Always keep in mind that I am by your side, even when the path seems to be perilous, and always keep in mind that my word is the light that shines on your feet. You should put the weight of the world on my shoulders because my yoke is simple and my load is light. The weight of the world is trying to burden your shoulders. The process of metamorphosis is not just for you, but also for people who are in your immediate vicinity. As you put on the mantle of godliness, you turn into you are a live, breathing beacon of hope that does not disappoint in your words. Let others hear you. You are a witness to my grace, my voice in your acts. Let them feel my touch in your love, and let them see my face. And don't forget that I have not called you yet, as opposed to a life of everyday living, but rather to an incredible journey with me, so that my kid might wake up every morning with me. Looking forward to the experiences that our journey together will provide, I encourage you to search for the evidence of my labor, your life, the subtle and the vast, because in the faint whispers and the raging gusts, there are both subtle and grand influences. I have created an open door in front of you that no one can close. You may go through it with complete assurance because I am always there. In the end, it leads to a kingdom that cannot be shaken, to a tale that will be recounted for all of eternity, and to a story in which each chapter is greater than the last, better the one that came before it, because it is etched with the ink of my undying love as you continue on this journey forever. I want you to forget that I am with you in you, and that my love is all around you, just like the immense expanse of the sky that never ends. Together, we will go on a trip that will be both reassuring and awe-inspiring as we travel toward the horizon of eternity. Each new sunrise will bring us one step closer to the glorious day, which will be the moment when you will enter the totality of my presence, where joy is contained. My beloved one, I take this step forward into this day, into this life, with the knowledge that life is boundless and that life is complete. The awareness that you are never alone and that the best is yet to come for you and me, that you are new, that you are cherished, and that you are permanently contained inside the confines of my everlasting grace in the stillness and silence that you have experienced. Your yearning for a heart that is more representative of your everyday endeavors is spoken to me by the hustle and bustle of your actions. I am filled with appreciation whenever the sun touches the horizon at morning, or when it sets in a blaze of brilliant beauty at nightfall. Let every one of us be I am sending you a reminder to express gratitude, to brighten your day, and to ignite your soul by inviting me to bring out your best. Gratitude because it is through this practice that your heart is able to unfold and find its way to. If you look about you, you will find that you are loved in the ordinary, and the magnificent will seek my countenance in the laughing of a kid. Either the solace of a companion, or the acknowledgement of my presence in the unwavering majesty of the mountains and the tender caress of the wind, you will feel my unwavering presence. And once your thankfulness is reawakened, it will become the lens through which you will determine my hand at work. To recognize me as your God, in the process of painting your life with strokes of my divine grace, I am your work. Exquisite tapestry of your life, with hues that range from muted to vibrant, all of which were stitched together by I want you to take a moment to appreciate the myriad of benefits that I have bestowed onto your journey. Amin, that's all for today.
My dear, tonight I come to you with a voice tender, yet mighty a whisper that holds the power to shatter the invisible bonds that have long held you captive. I see your struggle, the chains wrapped tightly around your heart, your mind and your soul. These chains have been forged in moments of pain, in whispers of doubt, in the silent prisons built by fear and past wounds. You cannot always see me in the depth of your captivity, but I have never left you. I am here, always present, watching as those chains clatter and rattle. With a power outside of your own, there is a movement happening. My child, a breaking, a releasing that stirs from deep within the fabric of your life. A divine eruption that begins. Now you may have thought these chains were unbreakable, that they were part of your very nature, intertwined into the very essence of your being. But I tell you this, my beloved, no chain made to hold you down is stronger than my love. No shackle crafted by your fears has a future where it can hold you against my will. I have heard your sighs in the night and known your trembling at dawn. I have traced the scars left by those chains on your soul, and I say to you now, the time for freedom is dawn. The fetters forged by guilt, the iron links of shame, the cold bands of loneliness and despair, they are falling away. This is your moment, when the old sorrows dissolve, like morning mist touched by the sun's first rays. I know the battle inside of you, the wrestling of the spirit, the longing for liberation, tangled with the heaviness of doubt. You ask yourself, how can these bonds break? When they have held me so long, how can a future without this pain even exist? I have stood beside you as your tears wet the ground, as your heart whispered cries that only I could hear. You need not prove your worthiness to me, for you are already mine, sealed by a love that transcends all understanding. Now let your spirit rise to a new reality, where those chains lose their grip, where the darkness that once seemed eternal is pierced by my light. Each link that falls is a testament to the power of grace. Moving in your life, it is a declaration of my tender mercies flooding the darkest places of your soul. Imagine the weight lifting the air, becoming clearer, your steps growing lighter. This is more than a dream. This is a breaking forth of truth, a divine decree that your bondage is not your story's end. You are not defined by the failures, the pain or the setbacks that have sought to confine you. You are, and always have been, a beacon of my resilience and unfailing beauty. When you feel the first crack in the chains, do not turn away in disbelief or fear. Step boldly into the sunlight of this new freedom. Let this truth settle in you. The chains are breaking now. This is more than an event. It is a revolution within your soul. It is the stirring of hope, sparked by a love that cannot be extinguished. I am removing the weight that once pressed heavy on your chest, unveiling the strength I have invested in you all along. The freedom I offer is a sacred gift, not earned by your acts, but freely given by the depth of my compassion. When you encounter that fresh breeze, that uplifting lift in your spirit, receive it. Embrace the sound of chains snapping as the soundtrack of your resurrection, as the shadows retreat. I'm drawing you into a new rhythm. It may come with tremors for freeing. A soul is never a quiet affair. But my child, in the midst of the shaking, I am your stronghold, your unshakable refuge. You can depend on me to remain constant. Not a wobbly hope, but a foundation carved into eternity. This breaking is not just symbolic. It is transformational. It will ripple across your heart, your mind, and your very essence. It is a sacred unfastening design to propel you to the hopes and dreams I have set before you. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away. Lean into the sound of these chains breaking. Listen carefully, because this is not a solitary moment, but the opening call of a new chapter written for you. You are moving from captivity to freedom, from silence to voice, from despair to joy. This is the work of divine hands, mighty and tender, breaking every chain that has kept you bound. Welcome the truth that you are no longer held captive, but liberated, loved, and set apart for a purpose radiant and unfathomable. My dear child, do not underestimate the power of what is unfolding. This breaking is meant to transform you beyond what you imagine. I am calling you forward into a life where those chains are but distant memories, and your spirit soars with renewed vigor. Stand firm in this moment, knowing that every chain that smashes to pieces brings you closer to the freedom I intended. From the beginning, you are the beloved creation, the one I fashioned with care, and now you will walk unbound in the fullness of my love. So now I ask you to pause, breathe deeply into this moment, and receive the truth from my heart. Chains are breaking. Now, this is no accident. This is my gift to you. Will you step into this freedom and believe that you are worthy of it? Will you trust the breaking process, even when it shakes you to your core? I am with you. Step forward into the light, where chains cannot follow you anymore. Let your spirit rise and know that this is your divine release. Let that thought echo within you. Let it transform despair into hope, and hold tightly to this truth. Your freedom is being secured right now by a love that will never fail. Let this truth settle deeply within your soul, so that no shadow of doubt can dim what I have begun. I'm making a way where there was no way, breaking every chain to set you free. Do not look back, beloved. The chains are breaking now. My dear child, I see the weight that presses upon your heart, the quiet burden that no one else seems to notice, the invisible ache that shadows your every step. It's as if you carry a hidden storm within, a tempest of worry, regret, or loneliness that threatens to flood your soul. Yet even in your most silent moments, I am there, a steady presence, a refuge beneath your weary spirit. I am not distant nor indifferent. I listen to the murmurs of your heart, the sighs that escape when you believe no one is near, and I hold you close in the shelter of my unwavering love. There is a sacred patience woven into my being, a stillness that does not rush or reject the struggles you face in the depths of your pain. When the nights feel endlessly long and the silence deafening, know that my timing is perfect, my understanding limitless. I do not demand immediate healing or quick answers, because I see the full tapestry of your life unfolding. Not just the moments of hurt, but the intricate beauty that emerges when you surrender your burdens to me. I'm the gardener, tending the fragile seeds of hope within you, tending the soil with tenderness, anticipating the day they will bloom into strength and joy. Yet I also know how tempting it can be to turn away from this truth, to seek comfort in distractions, or to drown in despair. The world offers fleeting remedies that fail to soothe your soul. But my love is a river that never runs dry, a flame that never dims even when you stumble or falter. My arms remain open, inviting you back to the path of peace I have prepared. I am not waiting to chastise, but longing to heal. The grace I extend to you is not earned by your perfection, but freely given, flooding your life with light, even through the darkest valleys. Remember, my child, that this moment of struggle is not the conclusion of your story. It is a chapter within the grand narrative of redemption and restoration. I am writing for you with hands of love, even when you cannot see the way forward. I am faithfully weaving threads of purpose and joy into the fabric of your existence. What feels broken in you is precious in my eyes. For I transform ruins into sanctuaries, ashes into gardens of new beginnings. Trust, even in your uncertainty, that I am at work, in the unseen, birthing hope. Where despair once held sway, do not be afraid to bring your whole self to me. The fragments of fear, the moments of doubt, the weary sighs that escape at midnight, I embrace the entirety of your being without reservation. Your pain is not a barrier to my love. It is a conduit through which my compassion flows more deeply. Let yourself rest in this truth. You are never alone, never forgotten, always cherished. My presence is your fortress, steadfast and sure, even when the world seems to crumble around you. If your heart is stirring amidst the struggle, do not turn away. Come to me with your doubts and questions, knowing I will meet you there, patient, kind, and ready to carry you close. Let this sacred intimacy be your refuge, a place where tears are met with tenderness and fears are embraced with hope together. We will navigate the wilderness of your soul, and I will be your guide and your strength. Open your heart to the healing that is waiting for you. Allow the gentle rains of my mercy to wash over every hurt, every wound, until what once seemed unbearable becomes the soil for new growth. I am with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every quiet moment. When you feel lost, let this truth settle in you. And may you find comfort in my eternal embrace, knowing that beyond every struggle lies my steadfast love, ready to restore and renew my dear child. I see the weight that presses down upon your spirit, the heavy cloak of guilt and shame that you wear as if it were part of your very soul. You have traversed paths shadowed by regret, thinking that your missteps have carved a permanent scar upon your identity, believing that you are defined by the failures that you cannot erase yet. Beloved, I speak to the secret places of your heart to unravel these chains. I am not the God who measures your worth by the mistakes you carry, but the one who delights in removing the burdens from your chest and healing the deepest wounds that your soul has borne in silence. Consider the dawn after the darkest night, how it does not cower behind the memories of the shadows, but breaks forth with brilliance anew. Your standing is not established by the stumbles along the way, but by the grace I pour out to raise you from the depths. The ache of guilt is a forest where you have wandered lost and unsure, believing there is no exit yet. See, my dear, I am the light that parts the dense foliage, the gentle guide whispering the path forward. My forgiveness is not a fleeting balm, but a river running deep and wide, cleansing every part of you that sorrow has stained you. Must not mistake your failings for the sum of your being. They are but chapters in the story of your redemption. My forgiveness is not contingent on your perfection. For indeed perfection was never your condition to meet me. It is given freely, a gift wrapped in my everlasting love. Let this truth root itself firmly in you. No lapse, no failure, no error is a lock upon your fate. That I cannot undo. The glass of your soul may be cracked, but it is never shattered beyond repair. In my eyes there's often a quiet voice within a murmur of condemnation you hear repeatedly accusing and reminding you of every misstep. Yet, I'm saying to you now, stop listening to those whispers, my beloved, for I will speak a louder word over you, the assurance of release, the invitation to come clean and be made whole. It may be frightening to believe that you are fully accepted, yet I ask that you lean into this reality, dare to accept my forgiveness as a new garment given for you to wear, instead of the heavy rags of shame my patience endures endlessly over you. There is no need to rush the healing that takes place inside. I am molding you with deliberate care, for even the most shattered potter's vessel can be restored to beauty and purpose. This transformation is not instantaneous, but it is sure. Do not scorn the progress you make, no matter how small, for every step toward me draws you further away from the grip of guilt's torment. I want you to understand that forgiveness is not merely a casual pardon, but a restoration of relationship that crafts a new foundation for your future. It is the slow healing of wounds that you thought irreparable, a weaving together of the broken pieces into a tapestry more glorious than before. Do not underestimate the power of my forgiveness to change the story. You tell yourself that story will no longer be one of endless failure, but of resilience. Born from grace, there is a sacred dignity laid upon you even now as you hear these words. I do not condemn or disqualify. I call you my child, redeemed beyond measure. Though you may feel distant or unworthy, I have never stopped pursuing you. My gaze is fixed tenderly upon your heart, longing to transform your sorrow into joy and your shame into strength. If your soul has been battered by regret, take this moment to release the burden to me. Place your hand in mine and allow my forgiveness to flow through your veins, renewing and revitalizing your entire being. Will you believe that you can rise above your past, not by your might, but by the power of my redeeming love? Let this truth settle deeply in you and recognize that your value is immeasurable in my sight, restored and glorious in my presence. Let me speak peace over you that surpasses every accusation, comforting you in your moments of doubt and quiet despair. Hear the soft voice that says, your forgiveness is complete and healing is at hand. Do not reject this promise, but fold it close to your heart as a sacred treasure. My forgiveness is a refuge, a sanctuary, where no guilt can reach you and no shame can reside. I am the God who wipes away every tear, who sees beyond your regrets to the holy creation. I am fashioning my love, erases the marks of shame, and paints your soul with colors of grace and mercy. Trust in this unfailing love, my dear, and embrace the freedom that forgiveness brings. Step forward into the dawn of a new existence, clothed not in condemnation, but in the brightness of my mercy. Know that you are set apart and cherished beyond reckoning. No past mistake diminishes my esteem for you. I have written your name upon the palms of my hands, and in my eyes you are wholly redeemed and eternally beloved. Remember, my forgiveness is not a one-time surrender of blame, but an unending oath to hold you safe and heal you forever. Will you open your heart to this healing? Will you receive my forgiveness, not as a distant hope, but as a present reality? I am offering you the chance to lay down these heavy stones of guilt and shame that you have carried so long. Walk with me now into the lightness of restored grace, and find your spirit renewed this day. My child, you are not defined by the shadows of your past, but by the boundless depths of my mercy. Embrace this transformative love and let it flood your soul until no regret can claim you. Let the beauty of my forgiveness be the foundation upon which you build your life, with hope rising like a fountain from within, pouring forth. With each new breath, you are forgiven, my beloved, completely and without reservation. Let this truth settle in you, planting seeds of liberty and joy that no darkness can overcome, my dear child. I know the heavy weight of guilt and shame that can often press upon your soul, making it hard to breathe, to think, to hope. These feelings come like shadows that creep into the corners of your heart, reminding you of past mistakes, moments you wish you could erase, words you wish you hadn't spoken, paths you wished you hadn't taken. Yet, I want you to hear me clearly today. You are not defined by the failures that haunt you. I see beyond every misstep. I see the precious heart within the spirit. Yearning for grace and renewal. Guilt and shame are powerful forces. Yes, but they are not chains meant to keep you bound forever. Instead, they serve as a mirror, reflecting your awareness of what is not aligned with my heart. They are an invitation, an opportunity, extended to you by love itself, to turn again toward me. Understand that when these feelings rise, they are not to condemn you, but to call you back to the embrace waiting with open arms. Imagine a father welcoming a prodigal child home, never distant, never disinterested, but deeply longing for reunion. Despite the distance and brokenness, have you felt accused by your own thoughts? That quiet voice in your mind that repeats your faults, that replays your failures like a merciless record. Remember, my beloved, I am not that accusing voice. I am the voice that whispers forgiveness and promises restoration. When your thoughts grow dark and heavy with burdens you were never meant to carry alone, lean into my presence. I carry those burdens with you. Let my peace flow into the spaces where guilt rests, covering it with a mantle of mercy and grace you could never earn, but are freely given. There is a profound freedom in forgiveness, not the kind that glosses over wrongs, but the deep reconciliation that transforms the heart. Imagine a vineyard at harvest, where each vine is carefully tended and pruned. Sometimes the pruning hurts, but it is necessary for new growth, for fruitfulness to come forth. My forgiveness is like that. It does not ignore what was broken. It reaches into the wounds and heals them, reshaping you into something more beautiful and whole than before. This process is never hurried or shallow. It is patient, tender, and intentional. Do not be afraid to bring your shame before me. Do not try to hide it under layers of denial, distraction, or self-condemnation. Bring it openly. My grace is more abundant than the deepest well of regret, more powerful than the fiercest tidal wave of shame. When you place these burdens in my hands, you will find they lose their grip on you. You will begin to walk differently, no longer weighed down by what was, but uplifted by the promise of what can be. I am a God who forgives endlessly, who forgets the offenses upon the heart's altar. This is not because I overlook sin or pain, but because my love is great enough to cover all wrongdoing and restore your soul's dignity. It is my desire to transform your guilt into gratitude, your shame into boldness, rooted in love. Know this, no mistake surpasses the power of my redeeming love. No failure can separate you from my affectionate gaze. Look at yourself through my eyes. See the child I delight in, the beloved whom I chose before time began. Your worth is anchored, not in what you have done, but in who you are to me. A precious vessel, crafted with care, filled with my spirit, and called to live in freedom and joy. When guilt tries to steal that vision, stand firm in the truth of your identity. You are forgiven, loved beyond measure, and commissioned to walk in the fullness of the grace I pour out. Sometimes the journey to release guilt and shame feels slow, like trudging through a dense forest, where the light struggles to reach the ground. But every step taken toward me is met with encouragement. Every tear you cry is known and cherished, even in moments when repentance feels like a faint whisper. I am listening, swept up in your desire for a cleaned and renewed heart. My patience with you is endless, my presence unyielding. Let this truth settle in you. I also want to remind you that forgiveness extends beyond your relationship with me. Holding on to bitterness, or unforgiveness towards yourself or others only feeds the cycle of shame and guilt. Practice the grace I have lavished on you by granting it to those around you and even to yourself. This is no small task, for it requires strength and surrender. But as you do, you will find chains breaking and hearts healing, beginning with your own. Let me invite you deeper. Now send your honesty and vulnerability to me as a fragrant or offering. Confess what needs to be brought from darkness into light in this sacred space. My love will meet you fully, not to shame, but to restore, not to judge, but to heal. You are never beyond the reach of my compassion. No matter the depth of your wounds, will you believe me this time, child? When my voice calls out to your inner being, proclaiming freedom from guilt and shame's prison. When I extend my hand, beckoning you up from the dust of regret into the brightness of forgiveness, move toward me knowing that my arms are ready to unfold you with a peace that defies understanding. This is the place where restoration begins, where the heart finds its true rest. The road may twist sometimes, but with every step taken in trust, your soul is renewed. Your past remains part of your story. Yes, but no longer the defining chapter. I am writing a new narrative upon your heart, a story of redemption, hope, and unfailing love. Hold tight to this truth and let it nourish your spirit daily as you reflect on this. Remember always that my forgiveness is a gift held out to you generously. Receive it, cherish it. Let it transform you from the inside out. There is no shadow too deep, no pain too great that my forgiveness cannot illuminate and heal. Let your heart be open now. Let go of the shackles of guilt that confine you. Let the sweet balm of my mercy soothe every ache of regret. You are mine forever and always. My forgiveness is your true home, your shelter, your strength. This is the place where you are truly free. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away. Come to me with all that you are, and let my forgiveness become the foundation upon which you build a new life, rich with grace and unshakable hope. My dear, I understand the heaviness that anxiety and fear bring to your heart. These are like shadows that stretch long across the landscape of your soul, distorting the brightness I have woven into your very being. When the winds of worry howl and the storm clouds of doubt gather, it is easy to feel that you stand alone amid chaos, rooted on uncertain ground. Yet I want you to hear this deeply. Fear does not have final dominion over you, not because you are without weakness, but because I have wrapped you in a shelter. No storm can penetrate anxiety, often cloaks itself as a relentless whisper, urging you to question your worth, your strength, and your future. It presses so firmly into your spirit that you may find yourself gasping for breath, caught in a tightening grip that seems to have no end yet. My dear child, I am the calm in your tempest, the quiet eye of a hurricane that surrounds you, but does not touch your core. When your heart races with uncertainty, know that I am there, breathing peace into the chaos. I'm your refuge and your fortress, and in my presence, your soul finds rest, even as the world spins uncontrollably. Remember the moments when you have felt consumed by fear, times when doubt clouded your vision and made the road ahead indistinct. I was there then, too gently whispering truth into the noise. I see your struggle. I do not dismiss the trembling of your spirit, but I invite you now to surrender those burdens to my care. Lay down the weight of what-ifs and maybes, and lean into the assurance that my love is more powerful than any fear that stalks your mind. There is a divine pattern to the seasons of your anxiety. Like the ebb and flow of tides under the moon's gentle pull, these feelings will rise and recede. I do not expect you to be fearless all at once, nor do I condemn you for your moments of vulnerability. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. and as you entrust me with your fears, I infuse your spirit with courage. Trust is the bridge over the chasm of despair. It is the quiet refusal to allow your heart to be enslaved by shadows through trust. The burdensome clouds part to reveal my unfailing light. My child, I call you to a sacred surrender. Not a defeat, but a brave act of letting go. Surrender your grip on control to me, the one who holds the heavens in his hands. When you feel overwhelmed, speak truth to your soul. God is my refuge. I will not be afraid. Feel my presence surrounding you like a garment woven with peace and steadfast love. Let this truth settle in you deeply. You are not abandoned in your fear. Every anxious thought can be transformed by the gentle power of my unfailing love. Your emotions are not enemies, but messengers, often signaling that you need to lean deeper into me when anxiety speaks loudest. It's an invitation to draw nearer, to anchor your heart. In the unchanging nature of my presence, I am the unwavering light in your darkness, the steady hand guiding you through uncertainty. Even when you feel lost in tangled webs of doubt, I'm the pathfinder, making ways where no ways seem visible. I'm here, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid to bring your fears to me without reservation. Tell me everything that troubles your heart. Pour out your worries like ashes onto my altar, and watch how I transform them into a breath of hope and renewal. I am patient with your journey, never rushing, never condemning, but diligently working in every moment to draw you closer into my peace. Fear and anxiety cannot live where my truth is planted firmly, as you fix your eyes on me and breathe in my promise. Chains of worry begin to dissolve. Imagine your heart as a garden where fear once grew like invasive weeds. My love is the sunlight that nurtures new life, the gentle rain that cleanses the gardener's hands, pulling away what harms, leaving space for joy, faith and courage to bloom. This garden is real, child. It is the sacred space within you where I dwell and pour out tranquility. Let your soul accept this invitation. Release the heavy weights of anxiety into my hands. Embrace the sacred quiet that follows surrender. Know that even when your mind tries to wander into dark places, I'm the light that calls you back. Your life is a precious tapestry, intricately woven with purpose and hope. Fear does not define you. My love does. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away from this moment of refuge. Lean into me, the Prince of Peace, and allow my spirit to calm the restless seas inside your soul. Together, we can brave any storm that threatens, for my power is made perfect in your peace. Will you rest in my love today, trusting that I am greater than your fears? Will you let me quiet the noise within, so you can walk forward with courage step by step, knowing my hand holds yours? The journey is not easy, but you never walk it alone. Take this moment to breathe deeply and let my peace flood into every anxious corner. Feel the assurance that springs forth from my heart to yours. This is not the end of your story. It is a divine turning point towards healing and trust. These moments of surrender are sacred, marking the unfolding of a new chapter filled with hope. Let your spirit rise from the ashes of doubt, like a radiant dawn bathed in the light of my promises. I am here, holding you near, ready to carry you. If you let me embrace this truth, there is power in surrender, strength in vulnerability, and undying love, carrying you through every fearful night. You are my beloved, and I take delight in your courage to trust. Walk with me, now heart open and steady, into the peace that no fear can destroy, my dear. In the depths of your heart, I see the restless stirring of doubt and fear, shadows that creep upon your spirit as twilight falls. This is not foreign to me, because even in the moments before the dawn, when the night is darkest and silence thicker, than the weight of the world, I am with you. Your fears are like winds that howl through the branches of an ancient tree. They shake your confidence and threaten to uproot your peace. But remember, those branches bend because of the wind, yet do not break unless they lose their root. So too is your soul anchored to me, and through that root every storm is faced and endured fear. Dear child, is the echo of a heart uncertain about the future, a trembling over what cannot be seen, what lies beyond the horizon of your understanding. Anxiety like a heavy cloak might settle around your shoulders, suffocating your joy and clouding your mind. But hear me now. This cloak is not woven by my hand. It is produced by the clamor of the world, by shadows of what might be, instead of the reality of what is. I call you to lay down this heavy garment at my feet, where it is gently unwound and melted away by my peace that surpasses all human reasoning. You may look at your circumstances, a relentless wave, a relentless tide, and wonder if my love falters, if my promises crumble, if I'm invisible to your plight. But my beloved, I am the steady lighthouse shining through the fog. Though the storm rages, my presence is a beacon fixed constant, unfaltering my spirit. Whispers with a firmness that softens. Be still and know I am here. There is no moment when I am absent, no hidden corner where my gaze doesn't fall. I carry you not by chance, but by choice, not out of obligation, but great desire. You live within my heart. Your fears are addressed, not dismissed. Beloved, surrender to this truth. Your fear is not final. Do not let it define your days or enslave your nights in the wrestling match between trust and trepidation. Choose trust as your steadfast ally. Trust is not the ignorance of danger, but the confident embrace that no matter what comes, your steps are ordered by my unfailing hand. When doubt creeps in, imagine the arms of the shepherd wrapping around you, drawing you close, holding you tightly until the shaking subsides and your breath returns to calm. In that embrace, you will find courage renewed and an unshakable peace. I'm aware that the vast silence of waiting can sound like abandonment, and the empty spaces in your soul cry out for answers. Yet in those very silences, I am working, shaping, refining, preparing. Like a potter with clay, I need you through seasons of waiting, so that the vessel of your life holds more of my glory. Doubt and anxiety are but cracks through which my light shines brightest when you feel lowest. Consider that my grace finds you most tenderly there, where your heart is most open, most yielded. Do not berate yourself for the wavering heart. Rather, bring these feelings to me as a fragrant offering. The very act of coming to me in your weakness is itself a surrender that pleases me. Tell me your fears, your worries, your unknowns. Pour out your doubts as a child confides in a parent who loves unconditionally. Here in this sacred dialogue, your fearful shadows lose their darkness and become illuminated by my presence. Let this communion restore your soul and kindle the flame of hope. Once again, now imagine placing each troubling thought into my hand, one by one, believing that I will carry them far beyond your sight and grasp. Feel the burden lifting your spirit, sinking into a rest that is not found in the cessation of trials, but in the assurance of my lordship over all things. The storms do not dictate your destination. I hold the compass and the map, and your hand. Together, we will journey through uncertainty into the fullness of peace, my dear. Will you lean into me now? Will you let my peace, with its gentle strength, calm your racing heart when fears threaten to overtake you again? Return to this place, the stillness of my love. You do not walk alone. You never have the light that scatters your fear. Is always just a gaze away. Let this truth settle in you, anchor your soul, and quiet the tempest with every breath. Remember, I am here unwavering, steadfast, the refuge into which you always may run. Trust me, beloved. Your fears are not the end, but the beginning of a deeper faith, a trust forged in the fire, yet unconsumed by it. Come rest now in my peace and allow me to be your strength. Your trembling heart will find courage in me, and in that courage freedom. Let your faith rise like the dawn banishing the night. Take this hand of mine and walk forth with a calm spirit and a sure step. Will you believe me this time, my beloved, in the silent depths of your heart? I see the tremors of fear and anxiety wrestling within you. Like shadows that stretch long and distorted at dusk, these feelings try to overwhelm your peace and cloud the clarity I desire for you. I know the nights when your thoughts race as if chased by invisible pursuers, your mind unraveling in a storm of uncertainties and doubts. Yet I assure you, these are neither strangers to the journey nor signs of your failure. They are rather invitations to deeper trust, doorways to surrendering your frailty into my unfailing strength. Picture yourself standing on a rugged shore, waves pounding relentlessly, relentless like the fears that buffet your soul. Each wave represents a different worry about the future, your worth, the unknown path ahead. Yet beneath those stormy waters lies a vast and steady depth, untouched by the turmoil above. That depth is where I dwell unshaken and sovereign. Though the waves may terrify you, I hold your feet firmly on the rock beneath. I do not promise to silence every rush of fear immediately, but I promise to walk with you through every tempest. Will you place your trembling hand in mine, and let me anchor you where fear cannot reach? Stretch your mind beyond the fleeting sensations of anxiety and trace back to the times your fear dissolved in the warmth of my presence. Remember the way the first light dispels the thickest fog, how dawn teases away shadows with relentless patience. Your fears, though fierce and loud, are never more powerful than my love sustaining you. I am the unchanging truth hidden beneath your restless thoughts, the stillness behind the noise. When anxiety creeps in like a thief in the night, call upon me with the simple trust of a child reaching for their parent's hand in the dark. I am waiting to catch you to whisper peace where your soul feels shattered. Doubt is a subtle companion to fear. It often whispers lies about your value, your path, your future. It questions my promises, your belonging, your identity. But my dear child, my truth is a fortress, a beacon that does not flicker or fade. Doubt tries to camouflage itself in reason and logic, but it cannot extinguish the divine light I planted within you. From the moment I breathed life into your soul, though you cannot always see me nor understand my workings, my presence is as certain as the sunrise. Trust is the bridge that carries you beyond the fog of uncertainty into clear vision. Will you take step after step, leaning not on your own understanding, but on the promise that I am with you always, within your anxiety and doubt? I am crafting a resolve deeper than any fear can challenge. These feelings are not the enemy. They are signposts pointing toward a deeper reliance on me. Like gold refined through fire, your trust grows purer when it is tested. I'm not distant when you tremble. I am closer still. Lean into the vibration of my heartbeat, resonating alongside your own feel. The rhythm of my heartbeat as a sacred lullaby that soothes and steadies you when the world feels too loud. Let my rhythm become your refuge, a sanctuary where fear dares not enter. Can you feel this invitation now to rest even amid the chaos in my unshakable presence? Consider this. Your anxiety is not a sign of weakness, but a doorway to authentic faith that does not require perfect conditions, but embraces uncertainty with a courageous heart. To believe when the path is obscured is greater than to believe in clear daylight. The deepest faith arises like a seed planted in rocky soil, pushed through by a relentless will to live. Despite the odds, your heart is that seed, beloved. I'm the gardener who nurtures you. I water your spirit with living hope, and I wait patiently for your roots to deepen in me. Will you allow me to tend your soul, to shield it from the storms that you may grow? Unshakable fear also calls you into a sacred space where humility and dependence become a beautiful offering. It strips away your need to control or understand fully and invites surrender, not as defeat, but as strength found through yielding. When you surrender your fear to me, you acknowledge my sovereignty, my power to hold your tomorrow, your today, and your past. This act of surrender is a sacred exchange, your burdens laid down for a peace that transcends all human understanding. My child, the yoke I give is easy, and my burden is light. Can you even now lay your fears in my hands and rest in that gentle exchange? Sometimes your anxiety may feel like a relentless tide ebbing and flowing with no mercy in those moments. Remember that my spirit dwells within you, a divine presence that cannot be shaken by fears, external or internal. I am your living wellspring, a fountain of peace and courage, bubbling up from within. Your soul's deep thirst for security and assurance finds quenching in me alone. When you drink from my presence, your fears lose their grip and your joy surges forward like a powerful river breaking through dams of doubt. My beloved, drink deeply from this well. Today, let this truth settle in you. You are never alone. Your fears are known, but your courage has already been planted by me. I call you now to an intimacy forged in the furnace of anxiety and fear, an intimacy that grows as you turn your face toward me, lifting your eyes above the storm. There is nothing hidden that I do not cherish. Every trembling thought, every restless beat of your heart is held tenderly in my hand. I am your refuge and your fortress, a safe place where your soul is named and beloved. Step into this truth. Let your heart open like the dawn breaks over a darkened land. Will you receive my peace now? Peace that like a river flows into every crack of your weariness and fills you until you overflow with hope. Do not resist the feelings that arise, but bring them to me as a precious offering. I am not startled by your fears. Rather, I receive them with compassion and wisdom beyond all human measure. Your vulnerability is a doorway through which my grace flows freely. Each anxious thought is a whispered prayer in disguise when offered to me with faith. Let us walk together through this valley of shadow, knowing that I am the light who never fades. The path ahead is brightened by my presence, even if you can scarcely glimpse it now. Trust me, trust us, my beloved. Will you draw near and rest in my unwavering love? Today, my dear child, I see the tempest raging within your heart, the silent storms of doubt and anxiety that threaten to consume your peace. It's in these quiet battles you struggle to hear my voice, obscured, as it may seem, by the clamor of your fears. Know that your unrest is not hidden from me. I have walked through the valleys of uncertainty alongside you, feeling the weight of your breaths as you wrestle with shadows unseen by others. This is not the place of abandonment, but a fertile ground for trust to take root. Deeper and stronger than before, anxiety is a relentless foe that whispers lies and paints worst-case scenarios in vivid colors. It magnifies every crack and flaw, convincing you that you are alone on a desolate island surrounded by endless waves. But my child, from the highest heavens, I look upon you with steadfast love and unshakable assurance that you are held in the hollow of my hand, sovereign and secure. The storm you feel inside is not a punishment or a sign of failure, but a proving ground for faith, a place I have destined to cultivate a fierce reliance upon me that no fear can ever undo. Consider the lilies of the field, how they neither worry nor toil, yet are clothed in splendor beyond human skill. If the earth itself receives my care with such abundance, how much more do I cherish you? This care is not passive. It is active, intentional, and unending. When doubt creeps in, let your spirit lean into the quiet assurance that I am weaving all things into a tapestry where every thread, no matter how dark or bright, contributes to a masterpiece of grace and purpose waiting to be revealed. Are you weary from shouldering burdens that were never meant to rest solely on your shoulders? Surrender them to me, child, for my yoke is easy, and my burden light in your surrender. There is strength, an unexplainable peace that surpasses understanding. This peace does not come from circumstances aligning, but from the unmovable truth of my presence abiding within you. I'm your refuge, your fortress, and the anchor in the storm that keeps you from drifting into despair. Look not at the turmoil swirling around you, for it is fleeting, like a fleeting shadow, swept away by the morning sun. Fix your eyes on me, the author and finisher of your hope. When doubt tries to tighten its grip, remember every moment I have been faithful, guiding your steps, whispering truth, breathing life into your spirit. I have never left you. I do not now, and I never will, even when your heart races with fear. My everlasting arms are wrapped securely around you. The silence you sometimes experience is not void of me, but filled with my presence, waiting for your trust to grow beyond what you can see or understand. I am patient, waiting for you to release control and meet me in stillness, where real transformation begins in these sacred pauses. I refine you, mold your faith, and prepare you for the abundant life I have promised. Each wave of anxiety is an invitation to step deeper into my embrace, where fear loses its power and love casts out. Every shadow speak to me your hidden fears, even those too small or dark to voice aloud. I am the only one who sees the depths of your soul and loves you still, not for what you do or what you overcome, but simply because you are mine. My love is not conditional on your performance, but rooted in my eternal character. No mistake, worry or failure can extinguish the light I have placed within you. You are precious beyond measure, held tightly in the arms of one who adores you infinitely. Be intentional in anchoring your heart to the truth that you do not walk this journey alone. Reach out when the path seems unclear. Lean into the community and my people who are meant to be vessels of my peace and reminders of my unwavering presence. Share your burdens. They were never meant to be carried in isolation, in vulnerability. You invite healing and strength, creating space for my power to move freely within you. My beloved, each struggle with fear and anxiety is not a sign of weakness, but a battlefield for the warrior of faith. I am cultivating inside you. Will you choose to believe in my sovereignty? Over every circumstance will you rest in my promise to never leave you in darkness. Your heart is the sanctuary where my spirit dwells, bringing light to every corner shadowed by doubt. Let this truth settle deeply within you. To trust me is to be anchored immovably amidst every storm. Now pause and breathe within in here. Let my presence fill the spaces where fear once lived. Remember that the same power that calms the seas dances upon the waters of your soul, transforming turmoil into stillness. This is more than a hope. It's a reality awaiting your embrace. Will you hold fast to me, child? Will you step beyond the anxiety and into the freedom that comes from resting in my care? Your heart is precious, and I am here, always here for you, my dear. Amidst the labyrinth of your uncertainties and the silent echoes of your unresolved questions, know this. I am always closer than the whisper of your own breath. When the night of doubt falls heavy upon your heart, when shadows seem to crowd in from every side, promising fear and confusion. I am the steady light that does not flicker or fail. You may feel lost, unseen, as though wandering through a vast expanse with no guide, but I have never, not for a single moment, released my hold on you. My presence surrounds you, like the air you breathe, intangible, yet essential, constant, and life-giving. Let me speak now of feeling lost, abandoned, and unseen. For these are wounds I know intimately, as I have walked through every valley with you, even when the world forgets your name or turns away in harsh judgment. I see you with eyes full of infinite compassion and tenderness. When the voices around you echo with rejection or doubt, hear mine above all, calling you into the warmth of my embrace. You are not invisible to me. Your heart's cries, even those whispered in silence and shame, are music to my ears, far beyond the judgments of men. I pour out a love so deep and wide that there is no place you can go that is beyond my reach. Sometimes the feeling of abandonment is not what I have caused, but what requires your faith to overcome. The silence you endure is not my absence, but my sacred pause and invitation for trust when time's certainty is obscured by waiting in these moments. I am weaving unseen threads of restoration and purpose through your pain, though you don't perceive it now. The tapestry of your life is approaching a revelation of my glory and goodness, designed precisely because you trusted even when you tremblingly hoped. You're being prepared for a strength that only those who have walked through wilderness can carry. Remember, beloved, that your feelings of invisibility are the very moments when I am most deeply present. You may feel insignificant, but to me, you are a masterpiece crafted with infinite care. Each tear shed in solitude is precious and noted in my heart. My eyes are upon you continually. Not to condemn, but to nurture and uplift. Your pain is not wasted. It is the fertile soil where I plant seeds of new life and joy. You may not see it blossoming yet, but in the hidden places where your spirit rests, I am at work shaping hope from ashes. I will highlight the intimate paradox of feeling unseen, and yet being infinitely known by me. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, my dear child, fully known, down to the secret hopes you dare not speak aloud. Nothing about you escapes my notice, not even the fears you cast aside in the daylight to bear your burdens alone. There is no shadow within you that I have not traversed, no corner of your soul that remains unfamiliar to my eyes. Of love, the loneliness you wrestle with will give way to an abiding fellowship with me, a communion so deep that your heart will feel the warmth of my presence, even on the coldest nights. Still, you may wonder why you must feel so lost or unseen. It is often in the crucible of loss and invisibility that your identity is purified and made radiant, just as the diamond's brilliance is revealed only when pressures shape it beneath the earth. So too does your true self shine forth when I allow seasons of solitude and testing. Your value is not determined by the approval of any human, but by the measureless love I poured into your creation. Walk with me in this truth, even when the world turns away, and let this unwavering truth settle deep within you. You belong to me, a cherished child of the Most High in this place of seeming abandonment. I also call you to release the burdens that have weighed your heart down. The feelings of worthlessness, invisibility, and forgetfulness. Come to me with all your weariness and receive my rest. It is not in striving harder or seeking human validation that you find your worth. It is in surrendering to my love and knowing that you are fully accepted just as you are. There's a peace that surpasses human understanding, a healing balm for your soul's ache, waiting for you at my feet. Let me be your refuge and strength, especially when you feel most vulnerable and unseen. My child, will you entrust your heart to me once more, allowing yourself to be known, loved, and held in my presence, even when your own vision fails and doubt clouds your path? Know that I am your constant, unmovable foundation. My faithfulness does not waver, because yours might falter. You are never truly lost when you are found in me. You are never abandoned when I hold you close. You are never unseen when my eyes are upon you with everlasting love. If your soul longs for assurance and belonging, lean into this promise now. In the stillness of your heart, invite my presence to illuminate the darkness that has seemed so overwhelming. Feel my hand reach out, not in condemnation, but an invitation to walk with me through every shadow, every fear, every moment you have felt forsaken. I will carry you when your strength fades, and whisper peace into the chaos of your mind. Trust me to restore the hidden parts of your spirit and to show you beauty where you only saw brokenness. Let this knowing settle deep within you and become a wellspring of hope and courage. You are deeply loved, eternally seen, and divinely cherished. Your journey, though fraught with pain at times, is cradled in my unwavering compassion and sovereignty. Hold fast to my promise. You belong to me now and forever. Will you listen for my voice amid the noise? Will you feel the gentle comfort I offer and embrace the truth that you are never, ever alone? Let this truth fill your heart and guide your steps. Come, my beloved, rest in my presence and know that I see you, I love you, and I will never let go, my dear. As you have journeyed through the depths of your soul and embraced the truths I have whispered to you, know this: you are wholly mine, intricately woven and eternally cherished. The complexities of your heart, its shadows and its light, are not hidden from me. I have crafted every sigh, every tear, every longing within you with infinite care. I call you not just by name, but by your destiny, your purpose blooming like a flower, nurtured into the sunlight of my presence. You are not distant or forgotten. You reside in the sacred fold of my love, where nothing can sever the bond we share when the weight of the world presses heavily upon you, and the voices of doubt seek to drown my promises. I am there, not as a distant observer, but as the refuge that holds you tenderly in my arms. The storms of confusion, the whisperings of fear, the ache of loneliness. All these, my child, are met with my unwavering embrace. I am the source of your strength. When you feel weary, the healing balm for your brokenness, and the light that illuminates the path when shadows gather. I am your steady anchor amidst relentless waves, and my love does not waver. Remember, beloved, you are not defined by your failures, your burdens, or the silence that you sometimes perceive as abandonment. These moments are but veils, lifted slowly to reveal the greater plan I have woven in the fabric of your life. Trust that my timing is perfect, each delay crafted with divine intention, preparing the soil of your spirit for abundant growth. Your heart is the garden. I am the gardener, with patient hands, cultivating paths to joy, peace, and eternal fulfillment when you feel lost. Look to me, the compass that never misleads. In the tapestry of your existence, I have sewn threads of purpose and calling that extend beyond what the eye can see. You are a light holder, an instrument of blessing, fashioned to reflect my glory in ways unique to you. Your gifts, your stories, your very breath contribute to the unfolding story of redemption and grace throughout the world. If your heart is stirring with the whisper of destiny, lean into that call courageously. Let not fear silence the song I've placed within you. Intimacy with me is not reserved for the holy or the perfect. It is the invitation extended to your entire being. Just as you are, come close with your hesitations, your triumphs, your questions and doubts. I long for that sacred closeness where soul meets spirit in this sacred space. Restoration flows freely, and you are known more deeply than you can imagine. Let this truth settle in you. Now I am your constant companion, your unfailing friend, and your loving Father, who delights in you beyond measure. Beloved, today, I call you to stand firm in who you are in me. Let not the uncertainties of life unmoor you from your true identity. You are mine forever and always. Draw from the well of my love daily, and you will find strength to face whatever comes. Walk forward with confidence, clothed not in your own righteousness, but in the righteousness gifted to you through trust and surrender. Your victory is assured, for no power can separate you from the love that I have lavished upon your soul. May the assurance of my presence fill you, sustaining you in every trial, comforting you in every sorrow, and inspiring you in every new dawn. You are the masterpiece of my design, the beloved child I have redeemed with a love that knows no end. Keep this truth vibrant in your heart. You belong to me, and nothing, no shadow of doubt, no burden of guilt, no whisper of fear can sever our bond. Hold fast to this, beloved, and let your spirit soar in the freedom of my love. Will you now take this final step with me? Will you embrace the fullness of your worth and the depth of my love without reservation? I am here, always waiting to pour out upon you peace that transcends understanding and joy that cannot be taken away. Know that as you walk in this truth, you carry my presence with you, lighting the way for others to find their own healing and hope. Amen. If your heart holds this message close, do not hesitate to share it with someone who needs to hear it, or save it as a wellspring for difficult days ahead. When you engage with my words, you welcome my presence even more deeply into your life. Let us continue this journey of love together.